said. Hang the witch, they said. What they didn't know is that we would reincarnate. You watched us burn. Now you will watch us rise. After I purchased my 1800s Victorian home in Massachusetts, I had a vision that the church near my home would be struck by lightning and burned down.
When I asked for a lightning bolt, I didn't think this would happen.
What did I say to you a couple of days ago about the house and insurance?
Oh, about it burning down?
Yeah, and what did I ask you to do with insurance?
Make sure everything was covered?
Our house was struck by lightning.
Guys, I think it was the church!
It was either the church or my neighbor. It's on fire. Oh, I smell the plastic burning. Oh my gosh. It's getting really smoky. I'm gonna have to close this up. Oh, it's getting really smoky. I cannot believe a lightning bolt struck right there. I think I literally got that on camera too. I got that bolt on camera because it was like maybe 10 minutes later that the fire started. Okay, I'm gonna have to go back down. It's so smoky. Ugh.
Shockey, and I bought a old church house. It was built in 1881, so my fiance and I have been refurbishing and restoring that, which we love.
We're right in it. We're trying to not. How are they doing?
An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, rage and revenge, I'm coming for you.
My coven sister, Kyrsten Shockey, was raised by corrupt pastors, several different folks. She is a witch living in a former church, that of which she owns, from the 1800s in Illinois. And she's here to tell her story.
Our challengers forfeit their lives. We strike fear in hearts of the brave.
I don't believe that if there is a higher being, it would have a gender. And I also feel like our souls are the one thing that kind of make us human. So many different types of humans out there, and not every human is the same. Like, not every person can see, not every person can write, not every person can walk. So it's not those things that make us human, it's something else. So I feel like our souls is the main part, and I work with energy and nature and things like that. So it's more just about like all of our energy together. And like after we pass, I feel like we just, like, energy can't be created or destroyed. We're just all kind of a part of the same energy source. I just don't understand that whole, well, the Bible is 100% right, and that's what it is, and that's the truth. And it's like, well, no, that was a man-made book. Energy has been around for a lot longer. Nature has been around for a lot longer. Science has been around for a lot longer, like biology. There's so many different things that we work with.
We have to look at the contingent riveting evidence, which is religion is killing humanity. Witchology never was.
Exactly. It works with the elements, and it works with Earth and everything that's given to us.
Earth, fire, water, air, and spirit, which we all have, even if we're atheists. Like, we still have an inner spiritual.
Exactly.
We feel our own soul, and we have to follow that.
When the world is wrapped in flames, I'll be
convictions and your sovereignty and everything you are putting out in the world, sister.
Oh, of course. And my name's Kyrsten Shockey, and I bought a old church house, as you'll see behind me. It was built in 1881, so my fiance and I have been refurbishing and restoring that, which we love. But I come from, as you know, a long line of pastors, so this is a anti-organized religion church house. So that's kind of the main thing, and just humanitarian. That's my main thing, is standing for people, animals, children.
You're amazing. You're amazing.
So are you, and I love you.
I love you more. I love her so much. To the listeners, you have no idea. And I was led to you, which was crazy.
No, seriously, because we started following each other early on too. It was like right away. And I started following you back in like 2019.
No, that was the other house in 2019 or 2020.
I saw something. You were doing some witchy something in a like old house, and I was like, ooh, sold. And I added you. But I know it was during COVID time, because like that's when I got my TikTok. So
Same.
Mhm.
That was my friend's house that we were staying in while we rented
Okay.
this house while I was house hunting, actually.
Yeah.
And then I was like, sister, these vomit green cabinets are ugly. I was like, I love it, but I just don't want to live another year with it. She's like, you know
Yep.
what? I love your style. Take over.
Yep.
I renovated, I had so much fun. And then
Love it.
she was like, she got an offer from someone in California because she lived in Texas at the time and she loved that house so much.
Yeah.
And she wanted a witchy woman to live there because I would take care of it. And she just renovated all of it. But
Yeah.
the cabinets were like the one thing she just painted a green. And
No, for sure. Just like a quick kind of, yeah.
right. And it's cute with certain decor, but not mine. It would have clashed with
But
two.
it's very specific. Like you have to have specific color scheme for that and
Yes.
decor. Yeah.
Yes, you do. I think you have a similar green, not the basil green, but you have like the brighter green in your basement.
Yeah. Yeah. That one is based on the Shining bathroom.
I know. Oh, I love
Yeah.
that. I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's kind of what it's going to be botany though. So I'm going to hire someone to do all like florals and like botany and stuff all over the walls. So that'll be that room.
That's exciting. I'll add some
No.
videos in here for the listeners to kind of see what you're talking about.
Yeah, that
It's
color.
it's amazing. The whole house is amazing. My favorite is the stained glass windows. The fact that we both have aerial silks now.
Yeah.
And
It's so fun.
it is. Kirsten, I think
Mhm.
we really need to get the Tomb Raider bungees.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously.
Seriously, because that's exactly why I did it. It's like I grew up with the Tomb Raider movies because my stepdad's younger. So he is more like in the millennial age kind of group. So he was like, "Oh, you've never seen Tomb Raider?" Because my mom and him met when I was like 13, 10 to 13 age. So he's like, "You've never seen Tomb Raider? You're watching all these." And I was like, "Oh, this just awoke my whole life." I'm like, I need to be on a rope swinging around in a house. And then we saw this place, and here I'll show because I think you can see it. The
Yeah.
silk, where is it at? Yeah, because it goes up to the ceiling there. So I was like, oh yeah, I have to. And I'd never done it before, but it's so freeing and fun.
She's not wrong, y'all. It's like a form of meditation. I mean,
Hmm.
like before a seance or something, I'll go and hop on mine, which
Yep,
are the white ones you see there.
it's so pretty.
It is. I want to put red and black. Like
Yeah,
here, you got West Wing, East Wing, and then you have both of the South Wings over there.
yeah,
So I was like, it'd be kind of great to have one in each little corner vault.
exactly. And
Yeah,
they're not that expensive. I think mine was like $100. So,
hundred
and
and
I've had it for
nine.
two years, and it's been great. So
Sorry if you hear my crow.
no, I love that.
She's right outside the window. There's three of them that live here, and then at night the
Oh.
bat comes that I told you about.
We had a bat too, but Bruce Wayne, funny enough, caught it without harming it.
Oh wow.
Just smacked it down and just completely. And I named him Bruce Wayne first, so his name was already Batman. And then he caught the bat, and I was like, okay, say less. So we let him out, but so he's been free, but no more bats, thankfully, because I don't want them to get caught by the cats. But
I know.
they're
So
so cute.
I have an old video on TikTok of the first and only bat that ever got in here. And that's when
Yeah.
me and my husband's bed was right here where I'm sitting
Oh,
now.
okay. Mhm.
Right there. That's a bat. Oh shit, there it goes. Where'd he go? Oh, there it is. There's a bat right there. Whoa, there it goes. Oh shit.
Go forward, move the cauldron if you need to.
Oh,
there he goes.
Yeah. All right.
Flying around.
Yep. Where'd he go?
I don't know. There he is. Oh my god.
If I could get him to go up.
Going down low. Oh. Whoa. He's
The
getting
sound
that.
is what makes.
Oh, I think he landed on the other side.
I think he did too.
Oh!
Where'd he go?
Whoa, he's mad.
Watch out, babe. Where is he?
He flew over here.
Damn.
Came down low.
Oh!
There he is.
Watch out, baby. He's behind you.
Oh, I see him.
So all of a sudden it gets quiet. And I look at my cat Quellabar, who's no longer with me, but I'm like, what is it, Quelly? And he's like, oh, and he's like my big fat cat,
Yeah.
and he's like
And
bony.
he's like losing it.
Well, when I took him in to get fixed, the vet came out when I picked him up, and this was in Colorado, and he said, look, I've fixed a lot of cats, but those are the biggest balls I've ever seen in my life on a cat.
I feel like I will remember that for the rest of my life.
I
Thank you.
do. So does my
Binks
husband.
only had one. So they told us that Binks only was born with one. So they were like, that was easy. I should have like charged you half price. It was free. So that was the
Oh.
joke he told us, but it was just one ball. So I think it's really funny.
That I've actually never heard of
Uh-huh.
that. No, I've never known anyone, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah. I was like, he's just one, he's got a ballless area, you know? And he's the fattest one too, which is so funny.
We're destined sisters. Like, we have, by the way, for the listeners and acolytes, we have so many things in common.
Yeah.
It's like we were born twins from different parents. Like
Oh,
hey,
absolutely.
I'm gonna jump into this family and like teach them a lesson about life.
Yep.
And I'll do this over here and I'll
Exactly.
you.
Yeah, for sure. That's exactly how I feel like it went.
You're always posting about the films and the documentaries and the hundreds of different case things you watch, all the stuff.
Oh yeah, I love true crime, but I love like psychology about it. So it's like I obviously don't like the violence of it, but I like the psychology and like learning all of those things about it and how and there's a lot of science to it too, and so many people behind the scenes that do so many things. So it's more of that I like to learn about. And then I just like learning things. I don't know. I just feel like that's why we're here because it's we as humans have a consciousness and no one else does. So why not use that to get as much information about different things? And anytime I'm like, I don't know about this, I'll just go learn something about it. So
Yeah.
yeah, but I love documentaries. They're so good. And horror movies. I'm a big horror movie fan.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, we were talking. You said you went to the Shining Hotel, right?
Yeah, so I grew up mainly in Bennett, Colorado, but I lived in like North Glen and Westminster near Denver. So when we lived more near Denver, we would go up a lot. And then when we would go on vacation, I took Evan a couple times. But I love the Stanley Hotel. It's
Yes,
so
ma'am.
cute. It's
Yeah.
got like to me, it doesn't have like evil, horrible vibes. I always like felt fine there
Mhm.
like nothing was trying to bother me or anything, but it's just a really beautiful historic area. It's
It
really pretty.
it is. It is.
Mhm.
The last time I was there, I remember it was a full moon. They were doing fireworks that night.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I got videos because I was with Luna. She always traveled the country with me, and I remember we went inside. I
Mhm.
traversed the property. It was very, very fun. Lots of
Yeah.
people there.
Yeah,
Very, very busy.
it is. That is very accurate.
It is. I was invited to do a paranormal investigation there, but I couldn't do it because I
Yeah.
was up here and I had to get to New Orleans. So I was like, shit. And I was just like, you go from Maine, New Hampshire, Massachusetts. I had one in Ohio, and then I had one in Arkansas. Went straight down from Arkansas to New Orleans. I was like, I'm too tired.
Yeah, that's too much.
Yeah, a month on the road with my cat,
Yeah, exactly.
It was so much fun, but after about the third week, you're really getting tired.
Yeah, you're like, okay, I'm getting a little fed up. I need a little break. Like,
A break. So
yeah.
I would do that, and then I would get home and I would just like produce everything just in chronological order, just get it all out there. I would explain things at times.
Mhm.
And then I was also learning my spiritual journey. So I don't know how you feel about it. You don't have to share anything you don't want to.
No, of
I,
course.
I love you. I would never, ever
Oh, no.
thing.
No, that's why I completely trust you. So do not worry.
I'd give my fucking life for you, sister.
Me too. I'm the same way, ride or die. And also, I have to comment, I love that necklace. What is that?
Oh, so I have it in multiple colors.
Oh, that's so pretty.
I felt like you were going to wear blue today, so I took my green one off, and I'm in my red onesie, the
Yeah.
onesies I wear, so I'm just like
I
covering.
love it.
Thank you.
These are just my TikTok shop moo things. So comfortable. Love it. 30
too.
bucks.
Me
Mhm.
too. So I wear those
Mhm.
when it's hot because they sweat my ass off, and I wear like nothing. I go commando because it's just too
Yep.
hot.
Oh, yeah,
But
me too.
yeah, it's chilly. Like, so I wear those onesies that you like.
Yeah, those are cute. I love those.
They make us look good.
Yep.
Yeah. So, what spiritual stuff do
Yeah, very. So it's my dad was very, I don't know. He looked at it. I don't think he looks at it as an actual religion, even though that's like his thing. It's more to him as like his guys and his business, if
yeah.
that makes sense. Because his dad, my grandfather was a pastor in Indianapolis. So I think it was the Anderson, Indiana big church out there. It's like the big mega church one. So he was the pastor there, but he passed away in like 2006 when I was like 6 or 7 from cancer.
Yeah.
And then my dad was really like a pastor and became more of it because his dad died, which like makes sense, you know. And then my dad has 2 sisters, and his oldest sister, because he's the middle child, is a pastor in Fishers, Indiana. So she's a pastor of Baptist, I think. I think she's a Baptist. I could be wrong. I haven't talked to her in the last like probably 18 years, I'd say, so I have no idea. And then
names either.
yeah.
I don't
Yeah, she's at some place. And then he was working in LaPorte, Indiana for First Church of God, which is just a Christian style, just a regular Christian. I think it says Pentecostal on their website, but it's more just like white Christian kind of belief system. But he just got fired, thankfully. So, but
we gotta win.
yeah, thankfully, me posting and leaving reviews actually did some things. So,
Well, the
thankfully.
corruption and abuse from this man. And by the way, I'm going to pause
Mhm.
this because I forgot to answer you.
Yeah. Oh
Okay.
no, please.
By the way, Witches of East End. Remember, I told you, or I asked you about. I told you about the show, then I asked if you watched it. I don't know if you've seen.
I love that show. Yes.
I knew it.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah.
my sister's in the show.
Mhm.
So Aunt Wendy.
Yes,
how
she's my favorite.
Mine too. She's
Mhm.
the cat.
Yep.
Yeah. And so every time she dies, she comes back.
Yeah.
Well, these were her necklaces. She had.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
that's why. Now I
Yes.
see it.
The black one, red one, green one, blue one. I have them all.
I love that.
And I switch in between because with my moonstone.
Yeah.
And guess what came in yesterday for you?
What?
I got us matching snake necklaces.
Oh, you're so sweet. I'm so excited. And snakes, so, you know.
I know.
Mhm.
We should get like little matching snake tattoos. I really want them on my hand.
I need hand tattoos. I know. I need so many tattoos. It's bad.
Hand tattoos are the prettiest. I
I have to plan my hands.
Yeah.
Do like a full.
I'll send you all my Pinterest stuff with that.
Oh, please. Yeah, I have a Pinterest.
Yeah, I'll send it to you, and you can just flip through the hand tattoo.
Yeah.
Because that's where I got these.
I love that.
See them because
Mhm.
there's symbols in here.
Okay.
Yeah,
Period.
I'll share some of
I
that.
want to do that because I haven't done this section yet because I want to plan it and I want it like how yours is, how it's even on both sides, like the same kind of mirroring vibe. So I want to do something like that, but I just haven't found what I want yet. So I'm like, I'll find it.
I get it. It took me years. I
Yeah.
used to want like a planet system, which I've got an old picture
Ooh,
of
yeah.
2020 when my hair was like a strawberry blonde, copper red.
Yeah.
And everyone thought it was real, and it was just one of those. And it was, I was like, it's perfect, but it's not what I'm looking for. And I need the symbols to be able to wrap all the way around because I'm doing
Exactly.
my whole body.
And you have to get what you want. So,
Right. I took my time with this
which
years.
is good.
And I always wanted this since I was little, but I saw this one in a dream with this. So
You were like, it's perfect.
yeah, I followed the dream like what we were talking about. So, anyways, just look up Witches of Easton, Aunt Wendy's
Such a good show.
necklaces. I got this in 2012 or 13 when the show came out.
Okay. Yeah, I made Evan watch the whole show and everything. Yeah, it's yeah, he loves all that. He started out not liking, he used to be scared of ghosts and he used to be like really scared of like all horror movies and stuff. And I was like, oh honey, like I am a horror movie fan. Like, yeah, I'm gonna desensitize you. Like, we need to work on this. So now he is so desensitized that like I just showed him the Resident Evil trailer and he's like, that looks fucking good. So so now he's so desensitized. It complete because he would jump. We went and he's the same way as his mother. His parents are like sweet, non-religious, just like very normal, regular people. Which is like I did not grow up with, so they're very just like business regular, you know what I mean? So we went like when we first started dating, I went to the movies with them, and it was whenever the first Nun was coming out, it was one of the trailers, right? And both him and his mom in the trailer at the jump scare fucking threw their popcorn. Genuinely, I'm not even joking. We were at the movie theater and then they both fucking threw their I was like, bro, what? It was so funny. And I was like, I didn't want to make him feel bad, but I was like, I was trying to not die because it was so funny to me because we were there for like a scary movie.
Yes. Well, you know what? That is hilarious because I was like that when I was little because all the witches and then the bikers and then the ones who weren't like super religious, like, you know, before it became really religious.
Yeah.
Horror movies. They made me watch Chucky. Bride. The one that really fucked with my head before I really became a horror fan as like a teen was The Exorcist.
Oh, mine was Pet Sematary, the OG.
That one kind of got me too.
It was the Zelda sister specifically. My dad showed me that when I was like 8, and I was like, oh, okay, I'm not watching horror movies until I'm like older. Yeah, that one got me.
Those are crazy. I turn on Pet Sematary every single October, every day.
I love it. Mine's Hocus Pocus on Halloween every year.
Hocus Pocus. I met them. They're the nicest.
I love that.
Yes, they loved my house because I met Shannon Doherty and the cast from Charm that day. It was in Connecticut.
Oh, that's so fun.
It was fun. I got to see
because your attic is literally the Charmed attic. So
that was I wouldn't buy a house till I had the Charmed attic. That's what I want. That was the number one thing.
Me too with my attic. Yep.
Oh, I know. I love your attic.
I know. Whenever I get money, I'm going to make it the master bed and closet area. So I have to do like a full renovation though. And I don't know how to do that. So I'm going to have to hire someone.
If you ever want to do like Witchy Sister renovation weekend or week, I'll come out.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We should so do that, like painting and doing stuff and
painting, thrifting. We can order like some things on Amazon and have
that would be so cute. Yeah.
Because I'll send you everything that I've ever ordered. Even my wall mural for my kitchen whole wall.
Yeah.
Only $60.
Oh, yeah. I know I've started making an Amazon list because I want to do more stencils because I love my stencils. So, and then I found this old I don't even know where it is. I found this old wallpaper stamp piece that's like metal and it's vintage, and you would just like stamp it on the wall with paint. So I'm gonna start using that. I have to figure out how to use it. So
My
I'm gonna go to
mom,
use that.
yeah, my mom used to do that. She taught me. Do you remember when whimsy, like the suns and the moons and the
Yeah.
blues and the
That
gold?
was my whole like loved it. Loved the pyramid like collection catalog, all that. Yep.
Yes, my mom did the whole house like that.
Love that.
Yeah, when her dad gave my parents his house because
Okay, yeah.
he built the houses and renovations and stuff, and so it was. I was always learning and seeing all these cool things, and my mom was very, very witchy. Very. She had long, curly black hair, but I lost her because she became a meth addict.
I'm so sorry.
Stuff we talked about, and then the
Yeah.
drugs, and she was just gone.
I'm sorry. That's really tough.
It is.
My parents their addiction is alcohol, so
I'm sorry.
it's okay. But I feel like a lot of people deal with it, you know what I mean? A lot of people have their vices, so
You're right. It's ramping up the abuse from alcoholism with men towards women and children. And it is.
yeah, because that's why I don't drink, because I know my dad's addicted to it. And like, when I first turned 21, I started drinking to, like, try it out, obviously, like every kid does. And I got drunk, like, twice, and I was like, this feels like shit.
Yeah.
I don't remember, like, anything. I don't like this. And then I feel like shit the next day. So, and smoking, I just do my marijuana, and I've never even remotely had that. I remember everything the next day. Like, I'm in control of myself and my actions. Like, so it's just like, it makes complete sense because it really messes with you. So,
Well, you're not wrong. And I love you, Kyrsten, for bringing this topic up. So, I did a lot of cases over the last 10 years, okay, the psychic stuff and the abilities and skills and gifts, forensic audio analysis, all that. And one of the things, and I put spells with cannabis in my Discovery of Witches book, which is a grimoire of rituals, spells, things like that, cooking, and past life. It's actually a part of a past life brownie thing, which was very similar to Witches of East End with Freya and Ingrid.
Yeah.
When she did that, but I'm wondering where they got that from. But so in the Epstein files, it came out, that alcohol, they wanted that. It is poison. It's not good for you. I don't like the shit either.
Yeah.
And even some of our coven sisters are completely sober, and I love that about them. And with that, they said cannabis, the Epstein files predators did not like. It's documented that cannabis makes us think better. It's better for us. But not only that, in my books, I wrote about this. When I can't have any more kids, I can get pregnant. I will die, though. I died while I was pregnant. Oh, yeah, I told you about that, too.
Yes.
Every doctor in other countries, only 2% of women get hyperemesis gravidarum. It kills most women.
Yeah.
I lost over 100 pounds. There was the blood blisters. There was no white in my eye. Puked every 5 minutes till they induced me right after 7 months. I was hospitalized, bedridden. I had collapsed veins from the IVs, 13 medications I couldn't even get down.
I can't even imagine, seriously.
Watermelon every day. That's all I wanted. And I was thirsty all the time.
Yep.
I lost my hair, a lot of it. I was anorexic. I was like 90 pounds by the time I had my daughter. And she was like 3 pounds when they induced me and cut her out. We were waiting for her lungs to develop. Well, anyways, in Texas, I can't stand that state because of the way they believe over there.
Yep.
And I wanted to get out of there because of that. I wanted to go somewhere where I could practice my life and spiritual beliefs
the way you want to.
Right. It's not any better over here.
Yes.
I see why the fucking witch trials were here. But seriously.
Yeah, I've not lived in that part of. Furthest over was Pennsylvania. So.
Yeah. Yeah, Pennsylvania's having some shit too. Who owns a witch shop over there, Stitching Witch? She got arrested for tarot
reading, showed the surveillance videos of the men coming in and out. Her case has been going on for 3 years. It's been on the news. It's gone to the Supreme Court.
That's insane.
I just posted a video to our Witches Coven chat.
Yeah.
With her in it, because they're going after, I guess they're starting witch trials now and they're going after towns. They're targeting entire towns where she lives that practice fucking Wicca. It's like, they're not going to hurt anybody.
They don't even know what they're talking. That just tells me they don't even know what they're talking about. So it's like, okay.
Yeah. It's bad. And real quick to the listeners. So I did use cannabis. Nurses and witches brought it to me. I did write about this in my book. In California, they prescribed it to a woman who had my condition. You throw up every 5 to 8 minutes. There's another book called Beyond Morning Sickness, where a woman, she had 3 kids, but she didn't have it as bad, but she had it pretty bad. You bleed down there a lot. Your body rejects the fetus.
Oh, yeah.
It's bad. It has to do with some DNA strands, which go into the ufology field. But anyways, they had me sucking on apples because the vitamins in that can help nausea. I mean, it was so bad. And hospitalized. The doctor said they had never seen anything like it. It took them 3 months to freaking diagnose me, and they were mean to me in the hospital. You're so young. This is all in your head. When I had my baby, I went in 2 weeks later because I was losing 5 pounds minimum a week. They were weighing me every week, studying me. He said, it really wasn't all in your head.
You're like, are you fucking kidding me right now?
I'll never forget what that man said to me. My husband was livid because
I would be too.
It was horrible. He saw me dying. They had me on cancer medications, for God's sakes. It was horrible.
Oh, they weren't making it up? It wasn't, yeah, trust me, I had a kidney stone, and then I had multiple other things, and they told me it was because I'm pregnant, which never been pregnant. They told me it was because I smoke weed.
Whatever.
And I was like, are they like, is it maybe that you're just like really emotionally stressed out? Have you been stressed out? And it was a kidney stone. Yeah.
It's crazy. There's so many reasons for that. And they could have just take a shot of apple cider vinegar with diluted with water every day, and it'll break it up. Seriously. Yeah. They didn't even tell you that, did they?
No. It was, I passed it at the hospital, so it was all good. But it was like, no, I didn't even know about it until then. Wow. But I'm like at the hospital passing a kidney stone. I'm like, I'm dying. They're like, oh, are you sure you're not pregnant?
They always ask us that.
I'm like, bro.
Anything.
Or they're like, oh, you smoke weed. Are you sure it's not just a reaction to marijuana? I'm like, I've been smoking for like 4 years, so no.
It helps meditation, anxiety, past life.
And like if you drink, I don't want to say it's like completely bad if you like partake in drinking, you know what I mean? Everything in moderation, but
I agree with that. I'm just not a big fan of it. Like, I don't mind like a margarita here and there, or pina colada. Pina coladas are good on the beach.
I love pina coladas.
I make virgin ones all the time.
Yeah, every time a restaurant has that, I'm like, sign me up.
Yes. But the cannabis, sister, one puff, boom, it was no puking for like 3 hours.
Amazing.
They couldn't believe it. And you know what? After I gave birth, and I was like, because our body would shake like so bad. And this went for 4 hours, but I pushed her out in 20 minutes. He said, we make little pills for that, right? And I was like, why didn't you help me? Yeah, even the nurses were like, oh my God, it was horrible. I went through
That's insane.
But
I'm so sorry.
Thank you. Cannabis has so many amazing benefits, and I will always be a full supporter of it. And I love that it's come out with the Epstein files.
Yep. And I have autism and ADHD diagnosed, and it helps me be normal. So like before, I would be way more stressed, and then like drinking would make me feel a little less stressed. Like if I drink a little tiny bit, because obviously I just started drinking, my tolerance wasn't great. But smoking like does not stress me out as much at all. Like I know some people it causes really bad anxiety for, but it does the opposite for me. So
depends on the strand you get to. Like Colorado was really good about like the strands and explaining that. Same with
Yeah.
Massachusetts.
Mm-hmm.
I agree, though. I've seen it help so many people with their ADHD,
Yeah.
with their bipolar disorders. Like,
Yeah.
it completely stabilizes them.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's just 65% stabilization.
Yeah.
I've seen it, and they agree. And I've been with them at their doctors
Mm-hmm.
and their therapist and the two other kinds of doctors they
It
have.
helps a lot of sicknesses.
It
Yep.
does. It's a Bashar. Daryl channels that alien Bashar, and he basically, people come in. He closes his eyes the whole time. People come in, and he channels, and the being says. So they asked about cannabis, and he said it's a high frequency plant. I was like, holy shit!
Yeah.
That's what the beings I talked to said. That
Mm-hmm.
it's not like a drug. It's not like a
Yeah.
man-made drug.
Yeah.
So
If you look at it, it's really interesting because I saw it like under the microscope too. And like the way that marijuana looks under the microscope versus alcohol is really different too. It's very interesting.
it is.
It's like alcohol is like really chaotic and crazy and like all over the place. And marijuana just kind of looks like a plant actually under a microscope.
It's true. I've seen vodka specifically attack
Mhm.
brain cells and completely kill them under the microscope.
Yep.
Yeah, with whiskey, because I've never drank vodka. I've never, ever, ever liked it. I've tasted it. Never. It's always made me feel very sick.
I don't like the taste of any of it.
Any of it, right?
Mhm.
And then it was interesting because the whiskey would paralyze everything and little bacterias. So it's something that you use on like wounds, right? You know what I mean? So it's interesting, but I wrote about prohibition in my New Orleans parlor, and when I was writing about that, because it was in our family and my husband's family, they had in New Orleans and Texas like underground, drinking places during prohibition or something like that. It was really cool to learn the history, but you learn a lot about alcohol going down that little rabbit hole, tiny little rabbit hole.
Yep.
And it all leads back to Epstein files.
Yep. No, I completely agree with you. Yeah. I did see that part about cannabis and the Epstein files. So.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, I hate reading.
It's just, I know. I feel like I have to learn about it, but I like take breaks in between learning about it because I have to like give myself some chasers or something because it's, yeah.
You're not wrong. Like, I had to take a break. It puts you in a dark place.
Yep.
It really
Because I'm like watching all the other cases too with like David and the murder and all that, and then all the other stuff, and then I'm like, okay, whoa, too much. I gotta like calm down. Like so many cases at a time. Like, yeah.
That's when it's witchy time, because that's how I ground. I go back to like the aerial silks or renovating, witchy home renovations, or I cauldron cook. I do seance stuff. All that stuff, and
I'll spend time with my cats, which I think are all sleeping right now somewhere.
To share that as far as an otherworldly experience. Do you have anything to share?
Like, what do you mean specifically?
Well, like ghostly stuff, hauntings. with a lot of church. Everybody walks away
at the
with
house, actually, really nothing. So the house specifically, I've only ever had, when we first brought the pews in, because I thrifted the pews from a different place. I just got them from Marketplace, so they're not original to the church. But I put them facing each other, and then like it felt like there's people sitting on them when I would walk in between them, but like not in a bad way. Like I felt like I brought them like with the pews, and then I feel like they left after a little bit, kind of vibe. And it was just like people sitting there kind of feeling, you know what I mean? And then the only other time was one time I was sitting on the kitchen counter and I got the cats those little like TikTok cat toys, you know what I mean? That are like the red ones that you click the button and they like run all over the place kind of thing. And it wasn't on, and it was like sitting on the floor, and it just turned on and started like running all over the place and like ran over by me and like stopped there for a second and then ran out the hallway and somehow ended up in the basement by Evan and like died by Evan. And I was like, okay. I don't know what that means, but thank you. Like, I guess the cats wanted to play or something. Like, someone was like, let's turn the toy on for you. Like,
Yeah. Well, did you know in paranormal investigating, we use cat toys all the time.
yeah, yeah. So it
They
like
work.
it came over to me, zoomed around the cats for a little bit, went down to Evan, and then died. So
Wow.
I was like, okay, cool, thank you. Like, I don't know what you're trying to say, but thanks.
Well, you felt the presence, and
Mhm.
then they made themselves known. So you,
Yeah.
but to be honest with you, like every witchy woman,
Mhm.
we attract spirits. Our
It
house,
doesn't feel like from the house. It feels like different stuff.
right?
Yeah.
I know you're going to get followed. I mean, because they feel safe with us. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
And I bring so many old things home. Like, I feel like too, I feel like I always get messages of like maybe people that have passed on, or like, I have cool stuff that's at the thrift and I want it for your house, so like you should go there. And I'll go there and I'll be like, oh yeah, that's what I was here for, and I'll like, no, you know what I mean? So I get that a lot too, where like I'll get people's collections of stuff.
Well, yeah, and we've talked about, we know you're intuitive and psychic.
Mhm.
You have
Yeah.
these abilities, and it's gonna, remember I told you it's gonna get like, boom. It's just suddenly gonna, like a flower opening up. It's gonna
Mhm.
burst out of you, and you're gonna be like, Amelia? Like,
Yeah.
kind of like, I know, I already know.
Yeah.
Like,
No, exactly.
I'm excited for
Mhm.
you, because
I've always like had it, but it's just like my mom has had dreams her whole time, but she's sadly more of the religious, not,
aspect.
yeah. So she like has witchy abilities, but she's Christian and religious. So it's like,
Yeah.
she won't, like, she's very good at gardening. Like, anything she touches completely, she can grow anything anywhere. Like, she's had dreams about houses burning down, and then like people have called her and the house has been burning down before. So like she very much is in tune. I get it from her, but she just doesn't really fully tap in, I feel like.
She has visions too.
Mm-hmm.
This
Yep.
part, and so it's so sacred. I mean, obviously, it's going to come down the bloodline, and
Yep.
just like we're all generational witches, even if it's skipped because somebody went a different spiritual path or religious path,
Yep.
will still come down to us.
Mm-hmm.
And with her, what's interesting is that it's weird. There's like a weird. Do you know? Okay. Do you know there's witches who identify as witch Christians?
Yeah.
So your mom feels like she's got a foot in each door.
Yeah. She's like that kind of vibe.
And like a stuckness. Like, okay, I'm gonna just
Mhm.
kind of be safe on both sides. Like,
That's
because
how she is. Yep.
yeah, that's how she feels to me. And then her past lives, she's got all these gifts from still that we bring
Mhm.
with us, like cooking and gardening or
Yep.
seance, astrology, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
You'll just naturally be so gifted at it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's,
But she's very, very smart too. Like, she's an RN and a teacher, so like she's very educated and stuff. But she was raised, and then she was married to my dad, who's a pastor. So she has that kind of part of it. And her dad was Mormon, so she was raised LDS. So there's a lot of that.
oh,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
she's been through a
a lot of religious. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember going through that in my life, and I always described it in my books and interviews as like a tug of war.
Mm-hmm.
I remember the very first time I was a teen, and I said to my grandma, who was a Jehovah's Witness, I was like, I don't want to go anymore. I was like, I don't have a religion. I am not Baptist, great grandma. I am not Christian to my cousins who taught Christian school. I'm not a Jehovah's Witness. I even said I'm not a witch. I said I belong to the light.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And
They told me dinosaurs weren't real. One pastor, because we lived in 7 states, so my dad worked at so many churches. So like one guy told me that, and I was like, huh? And then they would tell
wow,
me, like, they did the whole thing on in the Bible of donkeys talking. And I was like, okay. So you guys say magic doesn't exist, but then you say donkeys can talk. I was like, okay, this is some bullshit. So, and it was like, I was like sick because I'm autistic, you know what I mean? And the main thing about autism, or like my type of autism, is like to question everything, and like not in a rude way of like questioning everything. I just like to know how things work. And then it's like, you're going to tell me a donkey talks and then you like can't explain that more. Like, okay, checks out.
Well, first of
Lived
all,
in a whale for a month. Okay, checks out. Like,
it's such a heavy, thick, gross. It's a very nasty feeling.
yeah,
The like being paraded around in the churches. I'm sorry that you had to go through this, but
yeah. But I'm glad I did, because like I handled it. Obviously, I don't think my siblings could have handled it as well. You know what I mean? Because I was like the older one that was like, I don't really give a fuck. I'll get in trouble. It's fine. But I'm still gonna say my shit. Where they don't say anything. So
yeah,
at least I have that experience.
well, yeah, it's a good thing. It's wisdom,
Yeah.
and you're going to go far with this
Hmm.
and be able to save a lot of lives and a lot of mental health.
Yeah.
You know,
Trust me.
I learned that from my past, and I learned
Mhm.
that by working with so many women like you, whether I needed help or I was helping them or it was a mutual support. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And it's now coming out more and more, so we're safer
Yeah.
together.
Exactly. And it's like, I feel like this is one of the first generations too where women actually get to make choices. You know what I mean? Too. We get to actually, and it's a lot of us don't. There's a lot of places where women don't get to, but there's some of us that do. And I feel like the ones that do get to, I don't know, use our voices and make those kind of decisions, we should. So that's why I'm like very independent. I like always talk my mind about stuff too, because I feel like there's so many women that are stuck in these kind of not real realities, because the only thing that they're ever educated on is just the Bible. So it's like
Oh,
they don't know anything, and it's not their fault. It's because that's what they're educated on, and they don't know any differently. So they don't know that their box is this small, like it's just this big, but there's this whole exterior that they have no idea about, and it's because of the Bible and religion. So it's women that are just stuck.
yeah, well, it's entrapment,
Mm-hmm.
you
Yep.
know, and they devour any self-worth within these
Mm-hmm.
women.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, it's just a recipe of
Mhm.
destruction. It's
Well, women are dirty since birth, but men aren't. So in the Bible, it's women are filthy and dirty, and you have to cover up, because you could upset men, or you could be dirty looking for men, but men are never the issue. So it's like, and then it's they can't see it that way, because they don't have the ability for that independence viewpoint, which
you're
is
not
just.
you're not wrong. It reminds me of the Malefice Maleficarum, which is the
And
Hammer book.
Mhm.
I think I sent it in the Coven chat, right? Did you see it?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Hmm.
So for people who don't know, it's a book on how to hunt women that they coined witches. And what happened is the Vatican had come in and confiscated all medicines that were holistic, all the science, and it just went on and on and on for ages. And they murdered
Hmm.
so many. I still visit
Yep.
graves up here of
Hmm.
women that ages later, or 100 years later, they put up a monument for, and we're
And
sorry.
how many that we don't even know about?
There's so many.
I visited a grave, and this is in memory of Eunice Goody Cole. She was accused of witchcraft 1656 to 1680. I think circa her death was 1600 to 1680, or that might be her birthday. After she was dead, they put a stake through her heart, a horseshoe on top of it, to cheat the devil out of her body. And now they have a monument of her. There's the Witch's Boot in Maine that my daughter and I went to a lot. And it's famous because it's like a permanent boot or leg-shaped stain on the granite tomb of Colonel Jonathan Buck in Bucksport, Maine. There were some legends behind it. Every time that they would try to wash it off, it would always return. Legend claims the mark is a curse from a witch that Buck burned in the late 18th century, appearing on the 1852 monument despite attempts, to clean or replace it. The boot keeps returning. The story, Colonel Buck, the town founder, reportedly ordered a witch to be burned at the stake. As she died, her leg rolled out of the fire, and she cursed him, promising the mark of her leg would appear on his grave. So some info about the mark. The stain appears on the side of the 15-foot high monument in the Buck family cemetery. It is often described as a stocking-clad foot or a woman's boot. And the curse, according to legend, the stain was removed or the stone was replaced, but it constantly reappeared.
Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to run into you there. Oh, don't fall over. Oh, go
I remember too when the ancestors told me about the burning times. How they said the witch hunters were malevolent.
Yeah.
Malevolent men.
Oh, they would just tell anybody.
Anybody, and if a man protected his wife or daughter who was being accused, whether or not they were a midwife or not, they got hung or burned.
Yeah. Well, it's like, oh, Emilia, I like your house, so you're a witch. You should just go kill her, and then I'll just go buy your house.
That was common.
It's just bullshit. It's all bullshit. They just killed anybody that either read a book or used herbs or practiced medical stuff, and they were like, oh, that's a little smart. Nah, we're gonna like burn you or hang you or yeah, too smart for us. Like crazy.
Yeah, they wanted control. These apocalypse bringing motherfuckers just wanted control, and they want to just take grape any woman that they can, this and that. It's horrible what happens. It's all coming out. And the thing about witchcraft, which Kyrsten and I know this, it's known as the wise ways. Okay, I put this in Discovery of Witches. I put a lot of this in there. It's known as the wise ways because it's healing. You do not sacrifice animals. You do not eat little babies. You do not. We heal people with medicines. We grow the medicine. It's also survival of humanity. Like, we take care of each other. We are mothers in the womb. We're the nexus. So, the nexus of knowledge, the nexus of the spirit world, the nexus of healing. We can, and even about the prophets in the Bibles, right? Where they summoned the witch that they banned from all this land. There's so many stories, and they would kick a woman out and then they bring her back. Okay, you need to summon the dead in the salt circles. It's in the Bibles to do this for me, for the king, and it's just crazy. It's still going on, and all we're doing is taking care of everyone and all of our siblings, children, sisters.
Like, we're the one causing the least amount of damage here.
And that's what people need to know about the craft. It's not all
what's in the movies.
Mhm.
It's deeper than that. And just like we were talking about, we don't wear dresses and witch hats every day.
No.
You know, it's fun, you know, when
Yeah.
we want to do that together, but we're
But not
not
genuine.
or genuine. We're not out there like pushing the issue, you know,
No.
because it's not an issue. We're not making it an issue.
Mhm.
People who make it an issue, we avoid, and they're just not worth our time. We have bigger
Yeah.
things to talk about. Um, but I think, you know, like we're like the practical magic sisters or the charm. We wear clothes, you know.
Yeah.
We have animals we're taking care of. We're
Mhm.
dealing with problems, spiritual problems, supernatural problems, you know, like our real life problems,
Exactly.
real life cases like what we were talking about earlier, you know. I'm like, sisters, I need your help, you know.
Yeah. Exactly. Like there's so many things too. And then it's also like being content creators on top of it is a lot of work too. And then owning a historic property is a lot too. And people don't, we're the ones taking care of these properties. Like,
I know.
Mhm.
We're always busy. We have
I know.
a lot going on, and then we're fighting for our own rights with the masses. You know, Stevie Nicks is doing it too.
Mhm.
I hope I can get her on the podcast.
I love her so much.
Me too. Jazz Fest is so fun. Would you ever go to Jazz Fest to New Orleans with me?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I love New Orleans. Evan has never been. I need to take him.
We should stay at Magnolia's mansion. It's
Ooh.
beautiful. I'll send you videos of it. They have
Yeah.
so the rooms are themed. So they have the big courtyards and
Oh, that's so
like the
cute.
garden
Yeah.
district and the all the wicker chairs on the porch at night is so wonderful. And then in the courtyard. So in it though, it's in my New Orleans haunted mansion documentary. I'll send it to you later.
Yeah,
It was
please.
fun. They have Mardi Gras room, a vampire room, like they're
Period. I
all
love
themed.
that.
Yeah, and
That's
then
amazing.
the whole first floor, it's just like a mansion. It's like mine, but bigger.
Okay.
Okay. So you
Yeah,
have
yeah.
the dining parlor with a big grand table, big grand mirrors. Then you
I
have
just love the architecture in New Orleans. The houses, the manors are just, I
uh,
love them.
the
We
red
went when I
district.
was 16. We did a road trip out there. So I got to see a little bit of it, but I want to go as
It's
an adult.
well, we should do a girls trip and we'll bring them in, and it just like it would be fun. And I know every street. I
Mhm.
used to know Bloody Mary because she said I wasn't allowed to cross over spirits at her museum. So she makes people sign papers, and I'm like, oh God, okay, whatever. Um, I know all the places to go.
Have you
Uh,
ever heard of Century Girl Vintage?
no,
Okay, I have a friend out there who owns a vintage clothing place that I always want to visit to. I haven't gotten to go to her place. So she owns like it's all vintage clothing
where's
that
it at?
I don't know. I know it's like downtown somewhere.
Is it
Up in
downtown New Orleans or is it Ponchatoula?
downtown New Orleans.
Okay, because I've been to a few in Ponchatoula. It's a massive thrift.
No, it's like downtown New Orleans, but it's a really cute vintage clothing place.
I
I'm like,
probably,
when I'm in New Orleans, I'll go there.
yeah, we should plan a trip. Seriously, it is
Yeah.
so fun. It kind of sucks during Mardi Gras.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't go during Mardi Gras. That would be crazy. Mm-mm. Too many people for me.
You'll be sitting with your vehicle for 4 hours in the same
Yep.
spot.
Too
One
many
time,
people for me.
yeah, I got blocked in for 2 days, and I
Oh
had to
my
get. They
God.
wouldn't even move for the police.
Not surprised.
It
Yeah.
was. We had to sleep in the truck that night. That was
We
a
did
good.
a lot of pretty nature stuff too, and I want to do more bayou tours too. Because we did like one or two, but it was not that much. So I didn't
The
get to see
gators.
everything.
Yeah, well, they're everywhere.
Love
But
them.
those are so much fun. You can see some of the cemeteries from your
Yeah,
swamp boats, you know, the little air
I
boats.
love that.
Yeah, there's so much. I know that Nicholas Cage, yeah,
Yeah.
he has a mausoleum there, and
The
it
pyramid one, right? Is it the
yeah, I
pyramid?
think so. It's next to Mary Laveau's. The pyramid one. There's two of them. There's
Okay. I
the
know about his
pyramid
pyramid
one.
one.
There's the pyramid one that is bigger. I used to go there all the time because Anne Rice is over there, and in that cemetery called Millionaire's Way. And I need to repost all these videos. When I lost my Instagram called Haunted Parlor, because I was supporting the community, the gay community, and like really, really kind of putting some. They asked me to do sessions too. Like, can you ask if it's against God to be? And he said it wasn't. And another guy who writes down everything that he channeled, I started posting what he wrote down and published, which was the exact same verbatim information. That's why I got shut down. That screenshot on my Emilia Busse Files Instagram. So then I made Cauldron Parlor. So that old one was all New Orleans, just because it was every week, every day.
Yeah.
And I love it there.
It's so pretty.
I want to move back, but it's just, I feel like it's going to go underwater.
Yeah, I agree with you. When we were looking at places to live, I wasn't going to live in Illinois. We were either going to move Colorado, Washington State, Oregon, or I was looking at New Orleans. But just the property pricing was so bad and affordable. And then I saw this and I was like, oh, okay, say less. And Evan's like, we can't get that. And I was like, oh, we will apply to banks until we get that, because for $275, say less. So
yep, you got a good deal.
I know, seriously.
Yeah, I got my house I talked them down a little bit, did a little spell to help, because this one guy was going to pay cash. And I wrote them a letter in a very poetic manner, and they loved it. And I
love that.
So they chose me. So I got this one just for over $400K.
Period. Yeah.
And it's gone up in value because because I'm in a historical district as well. So it's all mansions, villas, mini mansions, the size of your place. Yeah.
I know. I still can't believe, because I was like, you're missing a zero or something. And it's just because it was zoned residential and no one had owned it besides, I think, the person that owned it there. And then people had applied. Like, they had contracted with like 5 people before us and they all fell through. So it was like, one, he had a military loan they wouldn't accept. The other girl, she actually reached out to me on TikTok and I did not like her at all. She was like talking about just about how she was going to flip it.
People were showing up.
She put the town name in her comment and she was like, she was like, I was signed on for this, but then there was a leak, and they had told us they put $20K into it, so that's what they fixed. You know what I mean? Into the basement, there was like a small water.
Oh, so she said she owned it.
So she was signing on. So she was one of the 5 or so that signed on that was going to get it. But obviously something didn't happen where they didn't want to work with her because she was trying to flip the property and very openly trying to flip the property. She was like blogging on YouTube and stuff about it. She had like YouTube's up. And she commented after like I made my TikTok, and I was like, oh yeah, no, and I blocked her because I was like, girl, I don't care. But I'm so glad that she didn't get it, because she was just gonna flip it and just damage the charm and everything it has. So, and I think someone else was trying to like make it into apartments or something like that. Yeah. So it was like they didn't want that, and we were like, we want a house. And like, we'll take that.
Well, that's what they were going to do here. They actually listed this house as a suites to turn into apartments, and I still get calls from investors who want to buy it from me. There's restoring, and then there's flipping.
Completely. Yep. Exactly. And she was like all of the stuff on her channel was just like white beige, like new. And I was like, I was like, I will die before you do that. Like, I've had comments on my TikToks where it's like, oh, well, aren't you planning on switching out the windows so the cats can see and you can have clear glass? And I'm like, you think I'm gonna remove that?
Like, what's wrong with people?
Like, why? Like, what drugs are you on? Like, what are you talking about? Like, I get the craziest comments. Like, oh, well, I couldn't do that. I couldn't see outside. Like, okay.
They said what from outside?
People are like, I could not live there. I couldn't see outside, so I couldn't live there. And I'm like, well, that's why you don't live here. Like, what? Like,
Exactly.
okay.
Exactly. Some of the stuff, like when I started here too, teachers at my daughter's school were going up to my daughter in middle school and high school saying that I was destroying the house, literally by uncovering a covered up doorway wall and revealing, like, because there's so much stuff that was wrong. So much stuff that I fixed in this house, and my husband and other like people I pulled in.
I would have DM'd those teachers. I would have found their socials, been like, excuse me, the fuck did you just say? Like, girl, what?
Actually, I took my daughter thrifting at this place up the
Yeah.
road. It's an East Coast thrift shop. It's huge.
Yeah.
I got Doc Martens for her for $40. And this woman who said this to her was there. At the time, like, I only ever wore black at this time. So
Yeah.
I'm in my black. It's just a
Yeah.
wrap, comfy dress. Everyone thinks it's like fancy. It's not. It used to
The
be.
dresses are just the same with me. I throw a dress on, they're like, oh, you dressed up. I'm like, it's just a dress, but yeah, okay.
It's a comfy yoga style dress that looks good. And I had long black hair, and I always had my pumpkin purse. So it was.
Right.
I always got the Elvira stigma.
Yeah.
Well, she comes up and she's like, oh, you're the one who bought the doctor's house. Because the doctor or pharmacist,
Yeah.
I've lived here for over 50 years before they passed away.
Yeah.
Down to the kids. No one ever lived in it. They had it on the market for years.
Mm-hmm.
And all I wanted was Charmed Attic, and I found it.
Yeah, and you got it. So, exactly.
Yeah.
And you care more about the house than anybody else would have. So, like,
It was so bad. It's a slate roof. You ever heard of a slate roof? It's $80,000 to replace that.
oh my God, that is fucking crazy.
So when I was
That's
up
a
on
house
the tower,
price. Like,
I know when I was up on the tower, I was like, oh my God, they just tarred. All these leaks I fixed in here with my husband. But they were just tarring it, and I don't know if they couldn't afford it because of the times. I don't know, because they were older.
Yeah.
Because he died before her. I don't know. They had shoelaces on the lights.
Oh my God.
There was a lot of there was a black thick sludge. It took me months to get the color. These floors were black.
Yep.
And it was dust. Oh, I couldn't breathe. It was bad. It was probably
the walls were really bad here.
Yeah, the walls.
Ooh. The walls were bad. To be honest with you, I just painted over that shit. I was like, fuck it. It's a time.
I've done that.
I was like, it is what it is. Like, yeah. Because I can't ventilate this room very well. So I was like, fuck it. It's fine. Like, I'll figure it out. So.
You need one of my floor fans. I got it from Walmart, but they're like the ones at Home Depot.
Yeah. Well, we have fans up here. I just need to clean them.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
They're filthy. So I would a whole thing would fall on me if I turn that on right now. It'd be bad. I gotta clean those.
Oh, we need those bungee cords.
I know, right? It's so high up too, though, and I don't have the scaffolding anymore. So
I know. So I have this ladder.
Yep, I have a 16-foot ladder in my basement.
Yeah, this one goes, I think, 22.
Nice.
24 feet.
Yeah.
And the tower's up there. I haven't opened it yet because the crows keep flying in today. But I didn't want them to fly in and freak out on camera. It does.
That's so funny.
And but I used that one a lot, and I got that really cheap at Home Depot, but market too.
Yeah, we got ours at Home Depot when we moved, and I was like, I need a ladder. So we have like 3 different sizes for the different areas.
I know. I like that little foldable one I have more. That's, what do you say, probably like 15 feet right there?
Yeah.
It's right nice. There. That one, it's the foldable ones. Those are the best ones to have when you have vaulted ceilings and walls.
Yeah. Thankfully, I did not have to do this. I was stressed about the ceiling. I was like, how the fuck am I going to paint my ceiling? And then Eris actually messaged me on Instagram and was like, I'll paint your ceiling. I'll do a ceiling mural. And I was like, sold. I was like, come over. I don't know who you are, but I trust you. to come paint my ceiling.
I love that.
Yeah, so they're from New York. They came out here to do it. So
When you told me about it, I didn't know it was from New York, so they
yeah,
drove out to do it.
yeah, they stayed with us for 2 months. So
Oh, it takes a
yeah.
while.
I was like, I will pay the utilities. You just live in my basement and you just paint, and I'll buy your paint. So
That's amazing.
yeah.
I'm so happy for you.
And they're such a sweet person. They're amazing. They're moving out here too to Chicago. So I'm like, yay, we can hang out more. You can
I
paint
love
more. I love Eris.
I hope I get to meet them. They sound
You'll
cool.
have to. They're a sweetie pie. No, Eris is amazing, and Eris worked for a mural company in New York, so they did
Wow.
like some stuff for like Vans and Tory Burch, where they did like some paintings on like sides of buildings and stuff. So they definitely knew what they were doing. So I was like, oh yeah, you just let me know what you need and like say less. So they're so talented, seriously.
No,
I wish I
I
could work like
believe you.
that.
I've seen it too. I remember when you were showing me, and I mean, I feel like everything's just fallen in
Mm-hmm.
alignment for you
Yeah.
perfectly, and I know that feeling. All the
Oh
other
yeah.
artists do too, because it just everything that you
Mm-hmm.
wished for.
Yep. And I feel like it's more too, I was going kind of against, I felt like I was working against the
I-
universe for a little bit,
Like,
trying to
like against your manifestation.
well, so I, for the whole time was like, I'm going to move back to Colorado. I'm going to live by my family. Like, I'm going to like move out there. And that was the only thing I was trying to do. And I was just trying to save money and all of that. And I feel like that's not really what I was meant to be doing. So I was working against what I was supposed to be doing the whole time. But when I started like working with, you know what I mean, the universe, then it all lined up. So,
Yeah, I noticed that too. When we resist all the signs,
mhm.
symptoms, omens, and
Yeah.
spiritual like things, even ignoring a tarot card,
Mhm.
bad things will happen to be like, nope, go that way.
Yep.
Every time. Alignment is
100%.
incredible. It is. You know what we should do?
Hmm.
So I've been wanting to talk to you about this.
Oh, yeah, please.
Okay, so I've been working on these paintings and
Hmm.
drawings. My husband does like the parts I can't do, just like with the Book of Shadows that I made.
Yeah. Hmm.
Well, I was thinking it would be really cool to send you a painting of one of your walls or the window or just the outside, and then you say, okay, if I want to paint it purple or black or green or something, do it this way. Like you kind of design the painting with us.
I would love anything. Yeah, I would really appreciate that. So anything you want, I would love that. And I'd put it up in my house. So 100%.
I love
I would
that.
love that.
I'm putting everybody's photos up. I have gothic, beautiful Victorian picture frames for
I
your
love
photos.
that.
Yeah, so I'm going to have a whole coven wall with all the
Yeah,
coven on there.
I love that.
So if you want me to send you copies and like in the coven boxes, I can to talk about your witchology and your categories of it in your spiritual world or universe, cosmic world, cosmic.
Yeah. So I more am of the sense of I like the whole idea that Native people have of like the creator and that kind of sense. I don't believe that if there is a higher being, it would have a gender. So the whole point of a god being a male or female, that makes no sense to me. That doesn't make any remote sense. And I also feel like our souls are the one thing that kind of make us human because I don't know. There's so many different types of humans out there, and not every human is the same. Like, not every person can see, not every person can write, not every person can walk. So, it's not those things that make us human, it's something else. So, I feel like our souls is the main part. And I work with energy and nature and things like that. So, it's more just about like all of our energy together and like after we pass, I feel like we just like energy can't be created or destroyed. We're just all kind of a part of the same energy source in a sense, is what I kind of do.
I love that. I
Yeah.
respect that. I fall in line with that as well.
Mhm.
because, even with the ancestors and spiritual beings
Mhm.
I work with
Yeah.
and record, they refer to what people call God as the creator, mother,
Mhm.
father, God, Des.
Yeah,
In my books, I put God/DES
exactly.
when I reference this. And when I died, I learned this too. You
Mhm.
know, that's why it's okay for same-sex couples,
Mhm.
which they talk about and other channelers. And then it does fall along in line with the natives. I have been on the phone with the Native American government in Maine discussing
Mhm.
these things because of the Nanahi beings. I'm still dealing with court records myself because of my adoption and the Native American side.
Mhm.
So it's crazy the stuff that is involved. But what was passed down to me when I was struggling with religion really bad between several branches
Yeah.
and atheists and witches and really trying to find my own, it was hard. It was really difficult because I was also experiencing psychic abilities and
Mhm.
mediumship.
Yeah.
know. So one branch would tell me, okay, this I've been through, you can't talk about it. Other one would be like, you're only talking to demons. Other one,
Mhm.
it was crazy. It
Exactly.
was one extreme to the other.
Mhm. Yeah, and it's just like with that, it's like the claim to know 100%. And that's the thing, is that we don't know 100%. And
Right.
it's I just don't understand that whole, well, the Bible is 100% right, and that's what it is, and that's the truth. And it's like, well, no, that was a man-made book. It's like energy has been around for a lot longer. Nature has been around for a lot longer. Science has been around for a lot longer. Like biology, there's so many different things that we work with, and it's not that. So,
And the way you put it too is we have to look at the contingent riveting evidence, which
mhm,
is religion is killing humanity.
yep,
Witchology never was. It's
exactly. It
going
works with the
downhill.
elements, and it works with earth and
Mhm.
everything that's given to us.
Earth, fire, water, air, and spirit,
Exactly.
soul, and and souls of animals. And you know what I call the Bible? Any religious Bible. I've
Mhm.
studied them globally, many of them. There's a lot of belief
There's a
systems.
lot of them. Yep.
Yeah, there's the stuff I respect is all the stuff that describes the same otherworldly encounters and beings in reference,
Yep.
even though their names are different. So I like the acknowledgement of that, but I don't, like the missing stuff, like the Book of
Mhm.
Enoch and so forth. So I see these Bibles as prison guidebooks, like a prison camp book.
Yeah.
It's and like with witches, and you'll hear this often lately. Witches do not have to be submissive to a man in this spiritual belief system to be relevant or to live, to be alive.
Exactly. Mhm.
And then, there's some crazy stuff in some of those Bibles, really.
And
Obvious.
I've read them fully. So, and I've read the King James version fully. I've read multiple other versions fully. I've read the Quran. It's like there's so many different religions out there. And I feel like Christians too, they either are like, okay, you're a Satanist, you're Christian, or you're an atheist. And that's all they can come up with. Those are the only other ones that they're aware of. And it's like there's like thousands, like not just those. So
Well, right. They limit us in a limitless world. Hi, baby.
Hannibal says
That
hello.
Hannibal.
Yes,
Hannibal,
Mr.
my baby.
Hannibal. He says hello.
Auntie Amelia here.
Oh yes, that's your friend Nemo.
I love animals. I can't wait to get more cats.
Oh yeah, I need more.
And you know what? That's the thing too, is like growing up, the religious males would tell my mom used to get really upset about it. They would tell my mom, that they would just walk by a starving kitten, because we were always pulling kittens out of the dumpster. Me, my mom, my aunts, aunts who married in, aunts who were witches, aunts who were in crystal work, who wound up divorcing and leaving the family. Um, and there was just, you said you read all those. I was forced to. And
Yep,
when we read
same.
it, we had to point at the words
Uh-huh.
as they
I
for
had to
hours.
copy it. I had to read it out loud. Yep.
Had to copy it.
Yep.
Oh, I'm
Yep.
sorry,
It's,
Kirsten.
you know, it's my parents were really religious. And then my dad too, speaking of animals, my dad was abusive to animals in front of me, like my animals and stuff. And he's a pastor. So it's like it's always people that put themselves in those higher positions of power. You know what I mean? It's a business for him. So
Well, yeah, I had friends who owned churches, right? It was always a money-making thing.
yeah.
And then the worst part in my entire life, I'll be 36 in September, on September 14th, before Practical Magic.
Oh,
Well,
perfect timing.
yeah, but the thing I learned and I noticed just being seen and not heard was that the most conflict globally
Hmm.
with everything and every rank and chain down to from civilians to the government, all it's all entangled with religion.
It is.
Hmm.
Yep. It's all control and power dynamic. That's all it is.
It
Yep.
is. It is.
Mhm.
It's a control over children, women, animals, food, our drinking water. We can't even collect rainwater. It's illegal.
Natural resources. Any
Right.
natural resource, they don't want you to. Medical stuff, they don't want you to. It's information, they only let you have certain information. So,
The medical stuff's scary too with what I've heard these conversations. And
yeah.
nurses, the corrupt ones, they go in and I have it on video. They go in and change people's information
Mhm.
so they look crazy.
Oh, yeah.
They can take their organs.
Mhm.
They're getting
Yeah.
busted everywhere, even in the Epstein.
Oh,
And the Epstein files,
yeah.
I used to preach this for years. Nobody ever listened to me. I get
Yeah.
DMs and
People have
calls.
told me I've been crazy forever.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
I learned about like cannibalism and all of that stuff very early on. And I was like, so they're doing that. And people are like, oh my God, why would you say that? Why would you think that? And I'm like, oh, look, Epstein files. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's coming out now.
Mhm.
And it wasn't just, I was documenting otherworldly beings, protectors of us, of
Mhm.
witches, of women, of children, of animals, saying that all this stuff was going to come out.
I'm trying to do more, like I do eat meat, but I'm trying to do less and less and less because I love animals. And then I also feel like me saying I love animals and then eating meat all the time doesn't really make sense. So I'm trying to like do better and more eco-friendly options with that too. Because it's
Yeah.
just so fake and sad too. And,
Well,
like
that and
the slaughterhouses and
well,
everything.
they're poisoning animals too with vaccines and things because
Yep.
people eat them. And I've recorded ethereal beings, ascended beings of light saying, like, before all this came out, they said, you need to teach the world to be vegan.
Good morning, angels. So this morning I wanted to ask you about the vegan diet and, the Galactic Federation saying, no more killing of animals and eating them. And then I was channeling all the vegan, ways for a couple of weeks before that and texting my friends about it. And then all that stuff came out about the virus. I mean, can you explain, like, I know we're not supposed to eat chicken or turkey, but can you explain, like, what to do if we should be vegan or not?
I wanted to ask you about the vegan diet and, the Galactic Federation saying, no more killing of animals and eating them, and then I was channeling all the vegan, ways for a couple of weeks before that, my friends about it, and then all that stuff came out about the virus. Can you explain, I know we're not supposed to eat chicken and turkey, but can you explain, what to do if we should be vegan or not?
And I was like, it's so hard. Vegetarian's easy.
Yep.
No problem. I've been that. And
Yep.
vegan. Vegetarian was always easier, especially when you are poor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's because I really love eggs. That's my one thing. I
Oh.
love eggs.
I know.
And
So
my cheese.
I did seance for that because I struggled. I was like, okay, Celestial, so you're saying to be vegan. I was like, well, is an unfertilized egg vegan? I was like, good morning, angels, protector, the 8 and the light.
Okay, so I really wanted to ask you about this, as you know, because of all of the information that I kind of keep gathering from you about it. Unfertilized eggs, are we allowed to eat them on the vegan diet? Thank you, angels.
Okay, so I really wanted to ask you about this, as you know, because of all of the information that I kind of keep gathering from you about it. Unfertilized eggs, are we allowed to eat them on the vegan diet?
Okay.
I really thought I was going to win this.
Yeah.
So me and Tara and my other vegan friends, we were like, we got to do it. We got to do it. So I was like,
Yeah.
okay, I'll go ask.
Like my mom is witchy but religious. Like she is very much like you can't have red food dye, we can't have MSG, you can't have aspartame, you can't have sugary cereals. Like that's how I grew up. So I thankfully grew up without that stuff. But then obviously when I was 18, I was like, oh yeah, now I'm gonna eat meat and sugar and all this stuff. So
Yeah.
I gotta get back to it.
You feel better. I feel better. I look better. I get
Mhm.
really, really
I
like
agree.
tone and I feel light.
Yeah.
I put on some weight over the last few months because I
No, me
like
too. I've been eating a lot
me too. And ice
lately.
cream. I think I found a vegan Hello Kitty ice cream. It's like we can't find if it's vegan or not, even though it's saying online it is. It's my favorite
Yeah.
ice cream. It's the softest, meltiest. It's better than soft
Ah,
served at like Sonic or Dairy
I
Queen.
love that.
I'm telling you, you
I
gotta go
love
find
ice
this.
cream.
You gotta find the Hello Kitty one.
Yeah, please send me that because I will literally look for it.
We're going
So
to get it today. I
that's
ate
me. I get my
four.
hyperfixations. Trust me. Like,
Yeah.
I get it.
Did you ever do you remember the ice cream trucks growing up in the neighborhoods?
Yep.
Do you remember how like they had the bubblegum eyes?
Yeah. Yeah. The cotton candy one was my favorite. That was my
Yes.
go-to.
That's the thing is this ice cream is
Oh, it
better
has
than that.
that.
It's that kind of ice cream.
I love that. That's like, I love those kind of flavors. They're
Yeah.
so good.
I'm gonna send you a picture of it. I posted it and I was like, this is better than a push pop.
I love that.
I was craving them. I've had a sweet tooth lately.
No, I am so bad about sweets. Yeah, it's bad. I am horrible. I'm like, oh, sweet treat time. Oh,
I
that's
know.
it.
Well, also dinners. So with the Coven Chat, I've been posting all my vegan and vegetarian, sweeter, savory meals. Oh, green curry. It has sugar. Almost everything's had sugar in it.
I love this one. I think it's called Pani Popo. It's a Polynesian dessert and it's like
Ooh.
frozen dinner rolls and then you put coconut milk and sweetened condensed milk and you just bake it.
Oh,
And it's
please send that.
really good. That's all it is, literally frozen dinner rolls. You put a can of coconut milk in with them in like a little pan and some sweetened condensed milk and like mix it and throw it in until they're done and then you eat it. And it's amazing.
That is
It's
amazing.
so good.
Ooh, I bet I could come up with a vegan version too. Yeah.
It's so good.
Hannibal is loving this right now.
Oh yeah.
He's
He
the
had his
star.
butt shaved yesterday because he had his bump. So he's partly shaved butt.
Yeah, I saw that. I was wondering. My cats get that all the time. Like it's one little puncture from playing. Like
Mhm.
it could be their claw or their tooth.
Yep. Because it wasn't there. And then I'm always petting him. So I was like, whoa, what in the hell is that bump? And he was just like, and I was like, okay, something happened while I was gone. Like, yeah,
Hmm.
you saying hi? You just
Hi,
sitting?
baby.
What you doing, Mimo?
Hi. Oh, he's winking. Hi,
Oh
Hannibal.
yeah, he's a happy guy.
Oh my. I'm gonna have to have a date night with Hannibal. I'll bring
Oh
catnip
yes.
and treats.
You would love that. He's such a sweet boy. He loves everybody. He was helping them film.
Oh, I saw that. So did
Mhm.
they put him when she was on the bed
He
in the
was
film?
asleep there, hi baby. He was asleep there, and I don't think they realized he was there because she like laid on the bed, and then Hannibal's like, "Oh, hello, you're in my bed right now. This
I
is
thought he
great."
was gonna be a little movie star. I
Yeah,
hope
that was the
they did.
blooper reel of Nemo. And now we have 7 cats. So he was rescued from a hoarding house.
You told me that. That you know what? My husband and I were talking about that driving through the cemetery 2 weeks
Uh-huh.
ago.
It was all Oriental short hairs. They were breeding them, and there was 40 plus of them in the house.
What?
The owner passed away. She was an older lady, and they came and got her, and then left all the animals in the house. So he was there for like 2 weeks, and he was like one of the better conditioned ones too. So it was really, really sad. So yeah, he's my special boy, and he's so sweet, sweetest guy ever. So.
Very humble. Oh, Kirsten, you have a lot of rescues, don't you?
Yeah, they're all rescues. Yeah,
Yeah,
every single one of them.
because one has asthma, right?
That's him. Yep, he's got asthma. I think Sagwa has asthma too.
That's who I'm thinking of.
Yeah, because we got her less than 6 months ago, so she's our newest one. And then oh my goodness me. Yeah, and she's older. She's 7, so she has no teeth. She had her teeth removed from neglect from her owner. So I don't know. I saw her and I was like, that's my cat. She's the sweetest little girl ever. She is in love with Bruce Wayne. That is her man. Like
Oh,
that
I
is her man.
noticed that too. My cats always have like a
Yep.
spouse.
Yep.
Because Luna Rithwick died when we moved here because cats get crystals in their
Mhm.
bladder and urine from
Yep.
stress. You could just change a job and it can happen as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I didn't know about this. And so because I had never had a cat get sick from this ever. I mean,
Yeah.
I've always had such a peaceful environment, but moving across the country finally
Stressed
like
her out.
taught me that
Yeah.
lesson. So Rithwick died.
Oh.
Rithwick was Luna. He was white with black ears, big ears like
Oh.
Hannibal, and my husband's like baby.
Oh.
Then his autistic brother, who was gray with a white.
We have an autistic cat too. That's Fenrir. Yep.
Mhm. Aren't
Mhm.
they cute?
He's so cute. He's just a baby. Just a baby.
Okay, tell me if he ever does this. So Arwick, I named him after these towns in a game I played since 1999.
Yeah.
But Arwick used to he'd run and he would stop. Hoo, hoo.
Yeah. Like spooky cat kind of look thing that he does. Yep. We call it spooky cat because,
Yeah.
or he just is like, and it'll be like 20 minutes. And we'll be like, Finn, what do you, like, bro, are you okay? He's just like, bro, what is going? He just stares at nothing. And he still suckles his blankets every
Oh, I
night.
love that. All my cats do that.
He suckles his blankets to
every
go to
cat.
bed. Yep.
Yes, that I love that. I had a cat that used to nibble on the ear. She
Yeah.
would suckle the ear.
He tries to like stand up really near us and he head slams and then he like full on body sends. Like he's crazy. He's definitely on the spectrum. His foster mom was like, this guy's a little special. So, because it's him and Seraphin are biological. So she helps him out.
I know I couldn't live in a world without cats. Do you ever feel
No, I
that way?
need my cats. Yeah,
Yeah.
I need them.
And I noticed that too. Like, I've always had a lot of cats. And I think that I know for a fact that they protect and watch over us and they guide us.
Oh,
And
yeah.
we pick up certain thoughts and things from them. It's like that lady, that psychic cat lady I told you about. I love her,
Mhm.
by the way. I learned that stuff. But what I notice is that they're the most beautiful animal on the planet.
I love them. They're my favorite.
Me too.
Mhm.
I mean, I see why Egypt had statues
Yep.
and worshipped.
Mhm.
They're such wise, mystical
Mhm.
beings, and
And you have to earn their affection.
I know.
That's the thing with like dogs. A lot of dogs are like very human oriented, and cats you have to earn that, I
Yeah.
feel like.
No, it's true because I had a whole husky team. I had a wolf hybrids and
Oh,
husky hybrids. I was saving them in Texas. They can't handle the heat there.
yeah.
'Cause people were shaving you when you shave them, and it makes it worse when it grows
I'm
back.
not surprised. Yeah, because
Yeah,
skin issues too and everything.
yeah, they're meant for the Arctic, but so I had 22 cats, I had all these dogs, and there was a difference. There was also a difference in the ones I raised that I bottle fed, including the pups.
Yeah.
I saved one. He had a severed arm and a
Oh,
big gash.
oh,
And my friends in the military in Killeen, they were in Austin, Texas one night. My dog Diesel, who was white, he was a white wolf hybrid. He passed away.
I'm
And
sorry.
thank you. It was hard. I still have his collar, and this was in
Yeah.
2011, 12 maybe. Um, and so that same week, she calls me and she said, "Oh my God, I need your help." I'm like, "What is wrong? What's wrong?" She said, my husband and I were in Austin. We live in Killeen. I'm like, "Yeah, what happened?" She said the dog tore up the puppy. The dog sitter had their dog there that got into the
Ugh.
room with 1 week old. They were 6 days old.
Oh my God.
Right. And they were in the military, so they had just come out and they wanted their
Yeah.
dogs. Well, they took him to the vet. They got the vet arrested because he was illegally euthanizing animals.
Oh my
Vet,
God.
yeah, the vet tried to super glue. I named him
The wound
little,
closed?
yes, and got gloves stuck in it, which I had to deal with. I had to deal with the pus. At 6 days old, they also do not produce their own body heat. So
Yeah.
he had to stay. So I drove through ice. We had ice that week. I drove from Elgin, Texas, hours to Killeen. I was used to it, and I still had my big old
Mhm.
truck that I have
Yeah.
now. So I had a good vehicle that I left the farm. I told my husband, we were building our ranch at that time, the Devil House blog. We were building that house.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go get him. I never thought I would ever have another one, and he was a red one.
Oh.
No, he was beautiful. And his arm was severed, so the glue
Yeah.
was here, the glue was here. I could smell the pus.
Yeah.
So I called up my friend when I got back to Elgin with him. I carried him like this, just in here,
Oh, yeah, because he was cold.
big. I have the pictures still.
Oh,
Put socks on him, little booties, kept him warm, had the heat blasting, and it was a weekend. I remember because all of the vet clothes.
okay. Yeah.
So I said, please help me. So she came in on her off day. She knew who I was. I saved a
Yeah.
lot of animals. My husband and I donated literally truckloads of
You're
food
like,
bottles.
please, I beg you. Like, I need your help. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, this is an emergency. I'll pay whatever. She didn't even charge me nothing. And I'm just so grateful for people like that. But
Yeah.
she said, so with a wound like that, you just have to let it close, like the glue and stuff. So I would just keep them. I had to clean it.
Yeah.
The smell is very, very foul with the pus.
Oh,
But I was used to that with animals, saving.
yeah.
Because when you live out there, they were dropping kittens off in boxes with no eyes open.
Colorado, I lived in like the plains area and we had so many like stray cats and kittens out there. Like when we moved into the house, sadly, there was mummified remains of kittens in boxes in the attic of our garage. So, because it's people would just like dump their cats outside. So,
Which makes
like
me angry.
my mom would catch them and fix them and then bring them back.
My
But
mom did that too and taught me
yeah.
to do that.
My mom did that. Yeah, that was one of the things I very much agree that she did. So, yeah, she'd take him to the Humane Society for Colorado and get him fixed. But
Yep.
yeah,
Yeah, and back in the day in the South and even Colorado, like you could just take them in, get it done. Up
yeah,
here, I have never been in a worse state. I'm not kidding
it's
you.
so
I
sad.
can't get cats fixed 3 to 6 months out.
Seriously?
I'm not fucking kidding.
Wow.
You
We
don't know
got
what I've been
Bruce
through.
fixed within a couple days.
Right. That's what I told these people.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, you have to do it within certain counties. It's dumb. I'm like, I will pay
Yeah.
to have
Like
this
that's
done.
insane.
Yeah, and then we have to provide bank account statements. We have to provide. I'm like, I'll give you the money. Like
Yeah.
that's not an issue.
Yeah.
And I pay for everything beforehand, but for appointments to be that far out is so stupid. We used to be able to just get
Mhm.
the strays, the
Yep.
ferals, and then take them in. They get fixed. We release them back out, and we were
Yep.
constantly kitten.
That's how it is out here. Yep.
It's different up here.
Yep. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, because we can get there's a lot of strays in Chicago too. Like all of my friends that live in Chicago have every single one of my friends that lives in Chicago has found cats. Like genuinely, there's so many out there, and there's so many places that do.
oh
Because we have
the cities are the
oh,
worst.
it's so sad. My friend
Austin,
finally
Warren,
adopted that little black one. Did you see that one? Yeah,
she's
yeah, she got a little black kitten,
I know you were
and
sending me
I
pictures, and I
know.
didn't know she was fostering. What
Oh,
she
yeah, no, she the kitten was found in a engine in Chicago, like trying to stay warm. So she took it. So it's her little baby now. I
I love
know. I'm like, you're gonna have more cats now.
I'd do anything to be able to save all
I know. I wish. I wish I had the money to have like 25 cats.
the money that some of these leaders had.
Oh yeah.
Be taking care of animals and people,
Mhm. Yep.
children, animals, people.
Yep. And it's why they have the money because they don't want us doing that, I feel like. Yeah.
Oh, I agree.
Mhm.
I think
Mhm.
everybody's starting to wake up to that. You know what I
That's why
mean?
I'm glad I'm bored now and because I have more resources to talk my shit.
Oh, I love it. Well, that's the thing. It's in like old prophecies too, that there will be this generation with a special bloodline, which is kind of witchy, right? Like it's always bloodlines and shit, who are
Yeah.
going to end the war of all wars and help bring in, what are they calling it, the new world, the age of love, abolish religion, because even the celestials and angels, like I know you have your beliefs and stuff, but I've documented it, so I've got something, right?
Mhm.
So I'm like, they're saying the same thing. They say it's not supposed to be this way. They're not like fucking fallen angels. I really wish people would stop saying that,
Yeah.
because they are against everything the government's doing.
Mhm.
They say don't eat animals, don't kill animals. they wouldn't be saying that, you know what I mean? If they were, they're always saying to save the children. They've helped me with child trafficking cases. They helped me with the visions. They let me document them. Um, they're we're not supposed to be in a mass cult, and it's a religion's a mass cult. I don't care.
That's exactly what it is. Yep.
It is.
Organized religion in any sense. Yep.
And I'm against cultism, like I'm anti-cult, anti-religion. I don't even like when I see witches wearing and forcing each other to do every single ritual in the exact same dress or color.
I unfollow so many I just block people. I have so many people blocked on TikTok. It's not even funny. But I'll if it'll be like, oh, well, you're only a witch if you use this kind of quartz and if you do this and you have to celebrate all the holidays. And I'm like, that's not even remotely true though. That's not how that works. So I'll unfollow people for that. Or people claiming to know everything too. Or hey, here's my spell that I have, and it's stuff that makes no sense.
Yeah, that takes a lot of understanding and learning when it comes to spells. It took me a long time to understand how the results come, how it works, and literally talking to beings of light. And when I died and they told me I needed to come back. Now, here's the thing that witchology, witchcraft, the wise ways comes down to. What I've noticed, in my opinion, over 3 decades in a lot of different religions and experience was, and mainly from other worldly beings, it's frequency. We have to respect life. They don't teach in school, male or females, to garden. They don't teach anything survival. And people are starting to notice this, I think, and wake up to it. And going through these ascension stages that we're all going through.
Yeah.
Because I was talking to you about the cats too at one point, and then I told the coven, I sent my husband to the store. I was like, mangoes, watermelon, cucumbers, salads, all these honey ginger vinaigrettes, some other fruits. I just wanted all of it, and juices, and I have that family cup. I'm always having, and a pineapple. I was like everything, and when I channel, I tend to crave those particular things. And I was like, oh, honey, I can't eat this if my kitties don't have their cucumbers and their watermelon. So we got them their own watermelon.
I love that.
They love it. And cantaloupe and coconut oil. Can you imagine?
I love coconut oil.
Me too. But we've been taught to feed ourselves and our animals pebbles. Shit food from fast food that's all processed and like McDonald's, for example, with all that. They own hospitals.
All fake food.
Cattle, all fake food. It's gross and bad. And that's why you feel like hell afterward. I felt this mass global guilt for animals.
Me too.
I used to fight with the people who went overseas to stop because they would tie. I found animals tied behind their back. Goats too. In Texas. This wasn't just.
Not surprised. Yeah. The Colorado, there's a lot of animal cruelty.
Yeah. And I can't handle it. I can handle it better now.
Yeah.
God, everyone's just buying all this processed food for their animals. And most people don't even know that people ask me this. I get tens of thousands of this same question a year. Can animals eat vegetables? I'm like, yes, they can eat strawberries, blueberries, bananas, and other things, apples. They don't eat just carnivore diet in the wild. And you'll notice because your cat will look at your cucumbers or lick it for an hour. Or your
fox likes to eat the rose leaves. So it's obviously he wants some sort of vegetable. We get them the cat grass and stuff too. And then I've been getting them they've been liking the freeze-dried stuff too.
What's freeze-dried?
They've been giving them meat. So I've been giving them the salmon. And then I have this little thing I got them for their nails. Oh my God. I think I just left
No, you're here.
Okay, good. Oh yeah. So it's so it's for their nails. It's like a sandpaper kind of vibe. And then I put their freeze-dried treats in there and then they scratch and get their nails cleaned. And it's just like little freeze-dried salmon pieces, and
I love that. I'm gonna get some too.
they like it. They've been going crazy for it. So,
I love that.
and it's only says salmon on the ingredients too. So I was like, okay, perfect. Because I read the ingredients of all the cat food because I'm get
I do
scared.
too. It's processed, so eventually something is going to go wrong. So for a while, since I've always made my own cat food and dog food because I had the wolf hybrids, they needed a good slump.
Yeah.
For the cats, one of their favorite pâtés that I make, and you can make this too, and I'm going to put it out there for the podcast because I used to post the videos. I put the recipes out there. You can put like some catnip and then herbs that are good for your cats in a crock pot with like some chicken liver or salmon.
Yeah.
Then you add like half a sweet potato, a can of peas, and you can add other like little ingredients, a little coconut oil thing, and then basically you get your recipe, you put it in the crock pot. The next day you put it in your blender and you mix it up. Oh, they love that pate, especially with
I bet they do.
yeah,
Mhm.
liver and sweet potato and peas are their favorite. And
I'm
I
gonna
add
have to try that. Yeah. Because Hannibal's got sensitive stomach, so I bet like all natural ingredients would be way better for him too. So
yeah, see, that was another thing that got me started on it was
Mhm.
because the my eldest kitties who aren't with us anymore, like
Yeah.
really old, they were born in like 2012, 2011, and they just got older. And
Yeah.
so, but their tummies, they would throw up. But when I would make them homemade food, they would get the
You're fine.
tummies as little old ladies, little old lady
Yeah.
tummies, and just they were better. They were better because and guess what happened last night with the cat?
What?
I don't know if you've noticed this with yours. So we also had canned kitty food.
Yeah.
We bought the nice one, and they licked and ate a little bit of it while I was in the shower, but they devoured the cucumbers all the way, the watermelon. She got into some of my other fruits. I was like, no, 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 because like they can't have the citrusy stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, why? And I've noticed this has been happening more and more over the past like 3 months. And I'm wondering, like, are they putting something in our cat food?
Yeah.
Why are they
They're
trying?
putting shit in everything. Everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I used to love the Rayo's sauce, the Rayo's marinara sauce, and
Yeah.
I realized it's owned by the people at Campbell. So I was like, oh, nope, can't have that anymore. So yeah, I had to switch a lot of
Oh,
my
you know about all that too. See, you keep up with all the same stuff that I
Yep.
do. And Shay in our coven, she's
Yeah.
hardcore. She'll private text me. Do you remember when you were talking about the scientists and nobody would listen to you? And I was like, yes,
Yep.
I see what's going on.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
And
That's how it's been with Evan and I, because like we've been together for 10 years. So I've been telling him all my conspiracy theories and stuff. And then this stuff is happening now. And he's like, he literally told me, Ruben, he's like, I did think you were a little crazy with some of your stuff, but I
my
take that
husband
back.
too. Not
And
anymore.
I was like, uh-huh, I fucking knew it, man.
Yeah. And I used to tell my husband, oh my
Yeah.
gosh, I would tell him, I'm like, it's going to come out one day. You just wait. I already had a vision about it. I already documented it with the beans.
Yep.
Guess what? It's finally our time.
Exactly.
And what I'm doing, the more I know in life, the quieter I get until that moment arrives, the opportunity to speak.
Yep.
And it's here. We have the podcast now too.
Yep. So, and we have the ability to be able to share everything, which I love. So
the strength and the courage, because I used to get a lot of anxiety because I was getting blasted by everyone on social media.
But it's just this, I too, when I first got my TikTok and got my house, people were blowing my shit up like, oh my God, that's blasphemy. How dare you buy a church and be anti-religious? After like a year of it, it is the same verbatim stuff over and over again. So I'm like, it's just like not new content at all. And none of it's new commentary. So I'm like, I don't even care because it's just going to be the same exact like 5 sentences over and over again, worded a little tiny bit differently. Yeah. So
yeah, we're helping the deprogramming. It's like we can forgive some people once they kind of like, oh man, they really have that remorse.
If you can acknowledge that you are, and like I acknowledge every time I'm wrong, I think that's the whole point is we have to take accountability for ourselves. If I'm wrong about something, it's like, oh shit, I was wrong about that. Let me go, like, actually, like, you know what I mean? Acknowledge that you're wrong and move on and like change your ways, then that's not the issue. But the issue is when you can't, you know.
You're right. I don't like rigid, arrogant
Yeah.
people in any community, even the witchy community.
Mhm. Yeah.
I will distance big time and
Mhm.
then just kind of let them go through their stages, and I'll
Yeah.
just be like, okay, because they all go through it.
Yeah.
So I can't hold it against them. I've been through it.
Yeah.
So once they're to that point, because that's what life is about,
Mhm.
learning and sharing with
Yeah.
them.
And we have different stages, and we grow and do different things throughout them. And that's what we learn from our mistakes. And there's people that learn from their mistakes and get better. And there's people that don't learn from their mistakes and just keep doing the same things. So
Yeah,
it's,
I see you. I hear you.
Mhm.
I think you're amazing. And
I
another,
think you're amazing.
you're well, thank you. I love you.
I love you
And,
too.
have you ever been told this? You know how we share our wisdom with each
Hmm.
other, but then people come in on our platforms and we live stream and talk about it, or we comment back to try to help, right?
Yeah.
I've been called preachy. They're like, "Oh, she's preaching again," like this. I'm like, first of all, at least somebody's preaching the truth, if that's
Yeah.
what this is, and not something from a fucking book that's
Yeah.
been rewritten a few. And I'm also with standing with people, showing otherworldly evidence to back it up. Because when you have spirits and dead people, anthropomorphic spirits and souls saying, I wish I would have not done this in life,
Hmm.
and I wish I would have followed more in line with
Yeah.
the cosmic universe,
Hmm.
because you see everything after you die.
Yeah.
And like our souls are still there.
Hmm.
Okay, we ascend, we reincarnate, we keep coming back to fix things, to help
Yeah.
the masses, and it's not easy.
No.
But then you have religion involved, and to them it's like this prophet stuff,
Yeah.
which they twist and manipulate. And like in our
Hmm.
terminology, it's oracle. Like we're sharing this directly from sources that are living presences helping us, that are
And it's
guiding us.
weakness a little bit too, because it's like you need to have some random dude tell you all this stuff, and you have to go every Sunday and listen to some random dude talk about some random shit and then bring up how you guys are like a football team because they all say that. It's like it's not, it
Right.
makes no sense.
Well,
Like,
exactly. And the corruption within these
yeah.
cults and religious culty communities are,
Mhm.
it's coming out more and more as well.
Yeah.
So when you grow up around it like we did,
Mhm.
it's life altering
Because they
way.
won't listen to us because they want to listen to the person on the podium.
Right, and it's clicky too. You ever notice that
Yeah.
in churches?
Oh, you know how many gifts my stepmom has gotten for being the pastor's wife, or how like many parties they've had and had like
Well,
people
they
over, and
worship.
it's
A lot of
exactly.
the followers worship the
My
pastor.
stepmom's parents, when I was like, oh yeah, you're cool with like, because she met my dad at 17. They started dating when she was 17. So that's why he got fired from the church, is because he started dating a minor as a youth pastor. So that's why he got fired. But I asked her parents and I was like, you guys are chill with this, like later on. And they were like, yeah, it brings her closer to God. And I was like, okay, got it. Cool. Makes sense. Yeah.
It's just
Just
bizarre.
yeah.
And when it comes to our own personal
Mhm.
spirituality, which we all have, even if we're atheists, like we
Mhm.
still have an inner spiritual,
Exactly.
like we feel our own soul,
Mhm.
and we have to follow that.
Yeah.
And the churches kind of teach and preach against that.
Mhm.
It's terrible.
It's all hive mind.
Yeah, it's I've
Yeah.
seen so many mental illnesses come from this,
Mhm.
so much trauma.
Well, it's you also get rewarded for acting out, especially if you're in like a Pentecostal relationship. Like my ex was in a Pentecostal, or he's Pentecostal, and like they pretend to be demon possessed, or they pretend to have seizures, or they are running around the church and screaming, and it's you get rewarded for your crazy bad behavior. So it's like, yeah, if you act like that all the time, you're going to put yourself in some psychosis because you're constantly losing your shit over and acting crazy that's not true. It's like, because
Yeah.
you've seen, there's like that one lady that's constantly touches someone one time and they're like, oh my God. And they're like losing it on the floor. And it's like, come on. Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
I have. Houston, Texas was really bad. They actually
Oh, yeah. I'm not
he
even
was
remotely surprised.
Oh, yeah, it was in 2020 and 2021 and 2022 it ramped up because some of my girlfriends live in Texas too, and I was traveling. It was on TikTok, it was
Mhm.
on the news. These children were screaming and
Yeah.
crying
And
at the
they're starting young. These kids believe it.
Yes, and, like, they're not demon possessed. I've seen dark energies do shit, and
And that's not
sometimes
that.
it's a little different.
Yeah.
It's not like all of a sudden there's a lot to it. There's a
Hmm.
whole process. It's a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
They that those same groups were saying it's time to start hunting witches again. Literally verbatim. It was on everybody was sending me this.
It's like you are the one acting demon possessed, not me. So maybe work on your own fucking mental illness. Like,
Oh, no kidding. It's very stressful because we had this same situation here, the religious zealots,
mhm.
and after my daughter and I, and no, all the religious zealot's daughter came out about being a lesbian after all of this.
They
So,
always do. They
yeah,
always do. Yeah.
I don't want to get into too many details, but
No, I get you. But
I've told you some, but they no evidence in all the authorities and police and everyone was like, your daughter's high honors. She helps kids who are exchange students.
yeah,
He helps kids who have ankle bracelets on them come back to the school.
yeah.
He helps kids with,
It's like, what is this girl talking about?
yeah,
Like,
he said it was the worst year of our life.
yeah,
And
I've been in my mom, anytime I would disagree with my mom, she put me in one.
an asylum.
So I've been in probably 4 or 5. So, yep,
Are you
she.
serious, Kirsten? You didn't tell me that.
Oh yeah, I've been in about 4 or 5. So probably throughout high school, I spent one time she put me in one. I was there for 2 weeks because she would refuse to pick me up. So they would call her and be like, "Hey, we're going to charge you with neglect and abandonment if you don't come pick her up." And she picked me up and dropped me at another one. So I spent a full month at one. And then the last one I stayed at was when she gave me up for like foster care pretty much. And I was like 2 weeks at one. They were again going to charge her with neglect or something. And then my stepdad picked me up with a duffel bag, took me to the airport, gave me a ticket, and was like, "Yeah, you're gonna go live with your aunt in Indiana." I was like, "Okay," literally from the psych ward.
I'm sorry.
Literally. It was nah, that's just how they are. So I get it. So those are not fun. So for someone to like lie about that shit, it's not
No, they're
fun.
not.
Yeah.
They when I got to the hospital, there's like two wings in the hospital.
Yeah.
The doors were locked in this section, and this
Mhm.
girl got out, and she's screaming, "Help me! Somebody help me!" Like all
Yep.
the they slammed her down. This
Yep.
teenage girl.
Yep.
They injected her with stuff. They strapped her down. She's
Yep.
like, "Please, I just want my mom."
Yep.
A lot of girls and little kids, like
Mhm.
toddlers, were in there.
Yep.
It's like it was horrible, and more just for days. She finally got to an actual facility.
Yeah.
It was horrible. And he said, "You're an amazing mother. What they have done to you, you need to sue them.
Yeah.
This is not okay."
Exactly.
This still goes on today. In the state of Massachusetts, religious zealots are teaching their sons and daughters to manipulate the system and place innocent children in school lockdowns, no contact with the parents or parent, police escorted, and ambulance strapped down to the hospital asylum wards. In these wards, the child is placed on a bed for days in a dark room with no windows, changed and forced into scrubs that are thinner than paper, and someone sits in a chair looking at them for days on end. Next, the child is moved to a very cold, all plastic and heavy furniture, soundproof room or rooms with cameras and completely monitored, even if the parent is present. And a much darker asylum ward. It's much colder. There are no beds. This is usually the teen ward. This process is 24 to 48 hours in this ward, give or take. They are eventually strapped to a bed and violated by long swabs aggressively inserted up the nose and other forms of testing every 30 minutes. Then, the mother is told to cooperate or child services would make the mother's life more difficult with this. So the authorities move the child to a professional facility asylum, even though there's no trace of drugs or mental illness from the mental health emergency specialists that travel to the hospital. I witnessed the mother being told by the Child Protective Services that they would only deem her a good and fit mother if she agreed to all of the procedures and agreed to move the child into another facility, a professional asylum. The mother apologized for crying, and the DCF workers said it was good that she was crying because it showed that she cared. They literally said to multiple women standing there that they wanted to see the mother cry. And the woman said, "So if I fight for my child's rights and I know that there's nothing mentally wrong, it makes me a bad mother." The mother is told if she does not agree to moving the child to another asylum, that her life would be made more difficult. More happens at least several months after this, with back-to-back questions from child services visiting the home every 2 weeks about religion and a complete life biography of every relative. So kids of religious zealots are taught to target anyone identifying as a witch and go to the child's school and make a false report that the witch's child is suicidal, and without any evidence, this at the very least happens. So many children and adults speak of this in the state of Massachusetts from their past, and how so many of them were brought in. This is an alarming number within statistics. What myself and other women with me saw and witnessed was teenage girls being placed into an asylum facility. But within this facility, the child was threatened to be raped. The child was slapped and threatened to be slapped. The child was told by other male and female patients within this facility that her entire body would get bitten all over. While this went on for a week, the doctor finally diagnosed the child and said there was absolutely nothing wrong with her and she should not be within the facility, and that the school needed to be sued. Suicide. She is not suicidal.
That's what all the doctors said to me too. Because I never, like, I was depressed and I didn't want to like live with my parents. You know what I mean? I was an autistic kid having sensory outbursts, but like I wasn't suicidal. I wasn't causing harm to anybody. And they were like, "Why are you just like have an attitude? Like, why are you here?
You're
just
normal kid."
Yeah, they're like, "You're a high schooler." Like, I don't understand. Like, there's no, and then they would try to like get in contact with my mom and she would like hang up the phone. So it was like she would, yeah. No, it's just how she is.
The religious zealots' daughters were afraid to come up here because I had pumpkins on the front porch. So she was like, "You're a witch, you have tarot cards, you're evil." Scarlett would come home crying and she was like, "Mommy, they're telling me I have to go to this church and I have to do this and that we're evil." I'm like, "We're not evil." She's like, "I know, but it's a lot." And then they started harassing her at her work. The men religious zealots throwing knives and forks at her. I'm not kidding. I've had to
insane.
deal with so
Yeah.
much with the police. So I found out this girl was making my daughter from 8th grade to 10th grade do her homework every single night. And I was like, Scarlett, why? Listen to this. She's like, Mommy, she makes me do it all. I was like, I was wondering why you had so much homework, because I would help her and check on her, always bring her dinner and stuff. And she was like, she won't take her tests. I'm like, stop doing your homework. She's like, well, she tells me God will take care of everything for her. Like, it was always religion
Oh
based,
my God.
and that God would make it to where, and I think being a lesbian too, she was interested in my daughter because there was a lot that was discussed with that.
Got it. Got it.
And the witch
Yeah.
stuff and the it just everything, because at the end of a year, a miserable year, my husband and I sat down with the authorities and we got through this, right? And the authorities, they knew they were in the house. They had to go through my whole house.
No, of course. Yeah. They saw everything.
Every
So,
and they said, we know you're a good mom and you're a good dad. They were like, it's a little weird that they're making this about religion.
yeah.
They did have a lot of questions they wanted to put in the system about it. And pictures. I was like, I don't want to do that. I was like, we're free
Yeah.
to
That's
practice
not happening.
whatever we want. Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
the woman helped us who's been doing this for 35 years. And she said she also supported like crystal healing that was being used against us.
That's insane.
Yeah, I know. It was bad. Everything's been documented.
Yeah, my mom would tell the cops that I was crazy and witchy and doing like weird shit in the backyard or some shit like that. And I'm like, well, what are you even talking about? Like, yeah, no, she's like, I had a photo of Hecate up and she lost her shit. Lost her shit. Like if I had I wasn't allowed to have candles. I wasn't allowed to go to the library. If she called the local library, we had one in the town, and she told them who I was, and if I went there to call her immediately, she'd like trackers on my phone, like crazy, crazy,
Kirsten,
crazy.
it's so bad.
It's crazy. And she's a teacher. My dad's the only other job he still has is I think he's a world religions professor online. So I think he still has that. Yeah.
He won't have it for long.
Yep.
It's crazy too. So, gosh, I love you. I feel you so much, sister.
Mhm.
Like more than what we've discussed in the past. Like even more every
No, for
day.
sure. Yeah, absolutely.
You had the same birthday treatment.
They did that on purpose because it was any like good holidays or anything. Yep. Halloween, Christmas. Yep.
Yeah.
If there was going to be like a big school thing, it was like, oh, you have that field trip tomorrow. So like my house better be completely cleaned. And like if you have even a remote amount of attitude, I'm gonna fuck that up for you and you better make sure. Like it was just always, yeah.
They would, yeah, they did to you what I went through. I think you had it worse. They would lock me in the room. I never had birthdays, so
Yeah.
when I was really young, my great grandparents would give me birthdays.
Yeah.
But when my adopted dad and mom distanced from them, and we lived with my adopted dad's mom in Texas, she was Jehovah's Witness, so I could never have birthdays. And then when I did start kind of getting birthdays,
Yeah.
it was always like my mom was so mean and
Yeah.
so abusive, and I was always getting whipped all the time.
Mhm.
I had to pull my pants down and bend over so it would hit,
That's crazy.
and it was
Yeah.
always bleeding. And I had this pink belt that had little metal hearts in it, so I always had to pick a switch, a paddle.
And that's not okay at all.
Yeah, there were little blood hearts all over
Yep.
my body, my back, my legs, my ass. And I don't
Mhm.
talk about this stuff very often because I love my life now.
Yeah.
And for listeners, with what Kyrsten and I decide to share on this podcast, we're sharing this because we lived it and we don't want anyone else to go through it. And it's
Exactly.
always because of religion. My
Mhm.
adopted dad and my mom at one point, because she'd be like, you need to show them in the Bible, because they got to her. Because
Mhm.
she used to try and fight for us, but it didn't go well for her
Yeah.
at all. And it's bad. It's bad what happened to her. But he got her they drugged up all the women in our family, the men did. It was fucking bad. Like me and my cousin have talked about this. They would show me, it says to to whip your kids in the Bible. I don't even remember seeing it because I was shaking so bad. But
my stepdad texted me saying, you like, because he's a detective for Denver, and he texted me like he thinks I'm an idiot or something, trying to get me to text back that I agree that corporal punishment is legal. Is his exact words. He's trying to get me to say that I
it's a
understand
trick.
that beating your kids is right. And I'm like, you know that I don't agree with you. Like my mom wasn't even necessarily that. She was more like hands-on slapping, punching,
Oh, I
pinching.
got that.
They like to pinch a lot.
And right here, grab you in
Mhm.
the throat and the skin
Yeah.
and slamming you
Yeah.
against the wall.
Very much about skin grabbing and like twisting, like that kind of more abuse. And I think she probably dealt with stuff growing up too, but then it's like
Yeah.
you would think that she would have been better as opposed to just continue it. But, you know, and it's mainly because I'm the only girl.
Oh, you are?
I'm the oldest and only girl. So
I was
she's
told
like, oh, I'm a boy mom. She's like, yeah.
that kind. Huh?
Uh-huh. Yep. Hmm.
Well, you know, they say there's this legend going around that if a woman has a daughter, it's this big divine thing and passing on gifts and legacy. But if
Yep.
they have a son, it's like the opposite. It's like going around everywhere.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's truth to it, but I do notice like bad men always wind
Oh,
up
I'm her karma. I'm both their karmas for
karma.
sure. And I'm
Karma.
making sure they know it. Yep. Well, because I
So
have siblings still, because my siblings are my oldest brother I don't talk to is 20, he's 2 years younger than me. So he's 20, he'll be 25 soon. And then my one brother is like 12, and then my other brother's like 8.
wow.
So yeah, and there's one on each side. So my dad has the youngest one, but that's him and my stepmom. So I have absolutely no pull there. And then the other one is my mom and stepdad. And I think he's a little on the spectrum too, but he's a little older. So, but they don't allow me to speak to him. So I'll be able to talk to him when he's like 18 or something.
See,
But
that's another bad thing to not allow siblings to
yeah.
speak.
I've sent him, they did not, they told my brother to not tell me their address. I'm like, you do understand I already have your address because I Googled it, right?
Yeah, you can look anybody's
I'm
address.
like, I found your like, so what? And they won't respond. Like he has a phone number, but I think they blocked my number on there. So it's like
This is
they're crazy.
and I mean
And
it's
then I have both sides. So it's like you guys definitely picked each other good when you first married because you're both crazy. So
well,
like,
it's evil what they're doing
yeah.
because it's segregation triangulation.
Hmm. Yeah.
And I grew up with this too because my biological father was
Yeah.
Vietnamese. He used to punch my mom in the stomach while she was pregnant with me, and
Yeah.
the things she told me, he was pretty bad.
My dad was abusive to my mom too. Yeah.
This house, the religious zealots say because they were trying.
It's a lot. It's a lot of stress. Yeah.
Well, yeah, since the first week. Imagine every week. Imagine what Tatiana's going through. That's what we went through on a different kind of level.
Which is insane. You should not ever, no one should have to deal with that. Like, that's
No,
insane.
they were trying to skin my cats.
I would skin a
And
bitch. I would skin a bitch. You skin my cat, I'll skin you, bitch. Like, we had a
oh,
guy, an older white guy, tried to come in our house. Like, when we first moved here, we were trying to catch
that
a cat.
happened to me.
We were trying to catch a cat in our back entryway. We left the door open with some food down there, trying to see if the cat would go down. And the universe was like, you should check your camera that I put up there. And I check it, and he's reaching for the fucking doorknob. And I literally clicked the thing, and I was like, excuse me, what the fuck do you think you're doing? And he was like, oh, because he didn't know there was a camera there. And then he's like, oh, I'll just meet you in the front. Like, you better just meet me in the front. And then he was like, I was just trying to tell you where to put your trash. Like, no, you weren't. And because
Whoa.
Evan went outside, and then Evan told him we were trying to catch a cat. And he's like, oh, yeah, I shoot the cats around here with a BB gun.
I have neighbors like that.
And
And
I was like, if that would have been me, I would have told him I'd strip him naked and shoot him with a BB gun because,
oh my
boy, the
God.
fuck. Ugh.
That's the thing when we defend ourselves, our property. Like my husband has walked down 3 floors at night for me to go lock the botanical room door.
Yeah.
There's been a time or two, I have never like really talked about it, where there's a old man standing in there, just standing in our house. I walked right in because it's the back front door, not the two front black
Yeah.
French doors. This is like the main one by our
Yeah.
driveway. You go up the steps through
It's
the
always a
door.
fucking man.
It's just standing there. The guy was
Yeah.
on something. We've caught people getting in my truck.
Have you seen the video of the religious guy that came up to talk to me? It's on my page. It's like way more down. It's like when I was painting the back door purple, this fucking guy walked up and was like, he was
I
like,
haven't
oh, I
seen
love
this.
the purple. He's like, I have a whole like 3-minute video because it was right in front of my security cam because he's a fucking idiot. And he goes, oh, I love the purple. It's so nice. And I was like, oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Just like being nice to him. And he's like, oh, does it mean anything specific? Like, why would you ask me that if you don't want an answer? And I was like, oh, yeah, it normally means a witch lives here. And he's like, oh, you're just protesting that and just putting that out there for everybody to see? And I was like, yeah.
The flowers match it too, and the.
Would you consider yourself a spiritual person?
Yeah, absolutely.
But what do you think Jehovah, Jesus, something? So the reason why I ask that is because Christians are. How am I supposed to learn everything?
If you haven't read the Quran, or you haven't read anything,
so in order for me to be a Christian, I have to read the Quran.
Well, you have to learn about different religions. Have you read all of your different Bibles?
I have.
You have read all of them?
Yeah, and there's only one.
There's not, though.
Oh, yeah, there is. They're all the other ones are counterfeit.
Yeah, sorry, there's not.
There is.
There's really not.
Based on what?
Based on the history.
No, there's only one true one that was passed down from Christian to Christian.
No, it's been edited so many times.
It hasn't, though.
It has, sorry.
Which one am I talking about?
So many.
So
there is no original one. That's the whole point.
You're right about that.
There is no, because it's been edited so many times.
It depends on which one you're talking about.
No,
which version? Do you know which book I'm talking about?
It's very odd to like come up and
I didn't call you that.
You did.
No, I didn't. I said that is not.
Can I finish any statement, or would you like to?
Well, you're making stuff up. I'm not.
Well, you're coming over, and then you're kind of like doing this whole power play on Christianity.
I'm not power playing anything.
Dude, you wanted to start a conversation, and then you realized I had knowledge about it, and I asked you that you're a Christian, and you're getting pissed off about it.
I am not pissed off.
Okay, have a nice day.
Okay,
get off my property.
God bless.
Yeah, no thanks. I'm good.
Okay.
Get off my property. Take it out here right now. I have some bitch ass little man syndrome walking out the front, coming up on me, arguing with me about.
Yeah. And then he started yapping on and on about religious stuff. And I was like, bro, and I literally was like, bro, you're just coming over here talking mad shit about like a fake cult. And I like look at the camera and look back at him like The Office. Cause like, bro, I'm literally painting my house. And then he just kept yapping on and on and on. Like, it literally ends with me telling him that his God can go suck a dick because he just kept yapping about like how I shouldn't like blah 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 about how. Oh, he goes, "What does Jehovah mean to you?" And I started cracking up, and I was like, "Oh no, nothing. It means nothing to me." Yeah, we're gonna end that, bud. It's so funny to me.
Well, that's what they do.
Yeah.
They try to trick us. And that's the thing about Jehovah's Witnesses. They used to tell me I would go to hell for if I got one tattoo. I'm like, and I would be like, what about all the tribes? What about all my biological family in Vietnam and over? And I was like, what about the people in Africa? Like, because they all have the tattoos. I love that stuff, right? What about Uncle this, Uncle that?
Yeah.
And they still try to preach to you. I'm like, well, it's too late. I already got a tattoo. Bye.
Now what?
That it was very confusing.
It was for me too. It was if them saying suicide, and it's like, so you're gonna tell me someone that's killing themselves is gonna go to hell for killing themselves?
I have EVPs on this. They don't go to hell.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, that makes no sense. That makes remotely no sense because if someone's being tortured and takes themselves out, like they're gonna go to hell for that. Shut up. Like it's so stupid. Like
yeah, they don't. And I've been able to prove it. When we're psychic, we have the ability to open a nexus, a portal of light, so they can cross over into the universe and do what they're supposed to do next. Right? We'll just keep it at that. Mm-hmm. This has happened with suicide people and real cases that I've been on. One suicide case is actually on YouTube. It's from Louisiana. Her name is Rain. I should send that to you so you could just hear it's just the whole story. Maybe I'll post it over here too, because her fiance or husband, I think it was her husband, he shot himself in the head in the other room out of guilt and stuff while she was sleeping in the other room with her dog, and they had gotten into a bad fight. I think there might have been some substance abuse involved. And the dog was eating the dang brains. There was a whole bunch of shit. I'm telling you, like you're walking into like real life cases instead of just the documentaries with me. Because,
no, that's how they are. It's every single case is a real life case that affects so many real people, and that's what it is
right. And you're a real life case. You know what I mean? Like, gosh, you should write a book on this. I'll help with it. And because it was like birthdays, you know, it's like abuse. I have to say this. And the other night, my little cousin, she was hysterical energy because she had to deal with her abusive father, who did a lot of really bad things to us. Oh, I told you about a lot of it.
Yeah.
Really bad stuff. I think it's way too graphic to share on a podcast right now.
Yeah.
But you know the details.
My mom chose my clothes. My mom allowed what kind of colors I could dye my hair, which was only allowed with henna. My mom would take away my blow dryer. Like she told me it was like too vain to have a blow dryer. Like it was, she has like the most like dumb rules of like, it just like she needed to have control over everything.
This
So
reminds me of those scenes in the movie, the Divergent, I think it is, or Hunger Games, one of them, where they said they couldn't have mirrors because of vanity. And
that's the one group. Yep.
See, ooh, this is so bad. Like I did experience that in religion. You know, everything you go through, I respect you so much.
Yeah, me with you as well.
I'm so honored and I'm going to cry. I'm so fulfilled.
I'm just so glad we found each other.
I know.
Yeah.
You fulfill me and my soul and feel like a part of my soul that's been
absolutely missing. Like I said, same stardust. So
same stardust. You're so brave.
You too. And you help so many people too.
So do you.
Yeah.
And now
that's what we're here for.
That's what we're here for.
Yep.
Definitely easier when you find your clan, your people, your tribe.
Yep.
You know, sister. And we've talked about, gosh, I think we've like talked about a lot of stuff. I mean, for listeners, we do all the time. We talk every day. And you know, we're trying to be very careful with how much we don't want to overwhelm y'all with graphic details. And we don't,
but just be as genuine and true with everything.
We're trying to be compassionate towards y'all's, you know, the listeners, and respecting, like, okay, you know, not like oversharing too fast, but also discuss topics and points in between Witchy Home Renovations and our familiars and our spiritualism, you know, and all of the elements and components within it, because there is a dark side to this world and somebody has to talk about it.
Well, and it's like, I feel like it takes a lot of like dark stuff to be able to get to this level of light. You know what I mean? And it's you have to work on yourself a lot. So
yes, I feel like it's important to go through the journey alone on somewhere in the chapter.
Yes, something.
We find something within ourselves that never goes away, that it can't be tainted or harmed.
Exactly.
It has been crazy this morning with everything with Tatiana and her case.
That's insane.
Well, you love cases like this, so I know you'll have good input on it. So, oh my gosh, it's insane. They left moose bones on her porch, and they're bloody moose bones.
I told Evan too, and I was like, that's like a gift to a witch. Like, why would you put bones out for a witch? Witches like go look for that shit. So like, it's like, okay, thanks. Like,
oh, I think they were going around her property at night and they're fucking with her. And then and in Maine, they're really serious up there.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah. I've been working cases there for a long time. A lot of people go missing there.
Yeah.
And the game warden told her this the other night.
Well, it's like I grew up in Colorado, so it's like we have that where people go up in the mountains and they like get lost and there's no cell service in most areas and you can't really call anybody and you can try to get 911, but it's difficult and like you have to know where you're going and you can get really turned around and lost. So,
It's
yeah,
true. Those switchbacks are dangerous. I
they're
lived there.
so scary.
It's so
Hmm.
scary. And
Yep.
I fell down a mountain once.
Yeah,
So
trust
nervous.
me.
Yep.
Yeah, we've been on hiking everywhere. It's everything. So I've had all the injuries from like the like rocks that are like this and
Yes.
all over the place. Yeah. So it's
Those
so
hurt. I hurt my ankle pretty bad that day, and I
Mhm.
had my phone, and I didn't realize my camera was going. So you see me going
Oh my
down.
God, that's amazing. I always love those videos where they drop their phone off like the thing and it's like all the way down. I love
Yeah,
those. They're so funny.
those are pretty cool. You love my attic. I love
Yes.
your house.
Yeah, you have to come visit. You would love it.
I can't wait. We're gonna
I
plan.
know I'm making the whole basement a like living section so people can visit. So
Ooh, exciting!
yeah.
How'd the
Mhm.
filming go?
Good. It was fun. Yeah, we did like 3 days. And then we knew one of the videographers from the last one. And then Leah did my photo shoot. So all the professional photos of me in the house. So she was a videographer for it as well. And then our friend Misha did if you saw the like Blue Demon stuff, she did all the makeup for that.
I
So it's her and
love
another
that.
woman. Yep. So she did a lot of that.
That's so Buffy
Mhm.
the Vampire
Yep,
Slayer, like
exactly.
the best vampires ever.
Uh-huh. That's what they're trying to do. It's like a gay Buffy the Vampire show.
Oh,
Yeah.
I want to own this. I need VHS and DVD.
Yep.
Let them know.
It has to be bought out. So they're doing a couple episodes and then they like release that for it to be bid on. So then people can buy it and like make it a series. So they are finishing like a certain amount of episodes. And then he's like, when we get bought out, then we'll know like who we're doing it for and we'll see like what crew we have. So that's kind of exciting.
Very exciting. I'm
Yeah, it's
so
fun.
excited.
Oh yeah.
I'll tell them if they ever want to film real witches in both of our houses, like a modern American horror
Yeah.
story. Come
Hmm. Absolutely.
here.
We're available.
We're available because I just love that so much.
Hmm.
I love film.
It
Yeah.
was so cool. Yeah. I just like people's different art styles because everybody's not the same. So I just like to see all the different kind of styles. So we did Frankenstein upstairs and now we have vampires. So it's kind of funny.
That's so cool. I'm
Yeah.
so thrilled for you.
It's fun. I love it. I was a theater kid, so it's like that kind of being on set.
Yeah. What do you
Yeah.
mean theater kid? What does that mean?
Oh, I was in drama and theater in high
Oh,
school. So I did I was a performer, so I did all the performing stuff, but then I also helped them with sets and everything. So it's like that in a way, kind of,
okay.
but just more adult version of that.
This is incredible. I didn't know this about you. You never
Mm,
told me. We should do an independent film ourselves. Wouldn't that be
we
fun?
should. Yeah, that would be fun. I
Yeah,
love that.
because Amazon, I know they will take independent films that are
Hmm.
free.
Yeah.
I was going to do some of my cases with them.
Oh, that's cool. You should.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I also said, with this house, I always wanted to do something that was more on the line of witchology, witches,
Yeah.
because you just don't see anything good out there anymore.
No, I agree with you. Everything's just like the same. And I don't like it's the same kind of witch style. And that's what I was telling Evan. I'm like, there's so many different styles of witches that it's like when
Yeah,
someone's like, I'm a witch, it's like you could be like just Wicca, you could be voodoo, you could be a Slavic kind of witch. There's
yeah.
so many different kind of practicing witches that it's like, and then you only see like the old hag style, like on the screen. And
I
I'm just
know.
like that or like a really over sexualized like oh she's like a 25-year-old like and it's like that's not the vibe.
I,
So it's yeah, there's a lot more like diversity to it. So that's
yeah,
what I like.
I respect that. I use a lot of computers, and in movies now, and I know you know this,
Yeah.
movies are so, they sounded different. You could hear the background, the
Yeah.
air, the noise, everything's so void and it looks too fake now.
Yeah, I agree with you. The colors aren't the same either. Like, I
Mhm.
feel like a lot of people say they're using the Netflix color, and I kind of agree with that because it's like not like vibrant old Disney style, or like we used to
Yes.
get those like colors, and
Yeah.
now it's just kind of like gray wash or like blue wash
Oh, you're
film.
so right.
Yeah, and we don't have color anymore.
Right. There was a group of women, these two women on TikTok, and they posted about the new Practical Magic movie, right? So they were saying exactly what I feel that I haven't voiced, but I've had the concern, like, is it going to be super modern and
Yeah.
super like AI?
Or is it going to be the same feel as like what the first one was?
Right, and that's what they
Mhm.
addressed was, when I was talking to them, they were like, "I want it to be the same cameras."
Yeah,
They filmed the first Practical Magic, and
I
I was like,
love that.
I can agree.
Mhm.
I see the difference in my VHS cameras,
Yeah,
my digital cameras.
it's too new.
It's just weird. Even when
Yeah.
remember when HD came out and the TV looked weird?
Yeah.
Yeah, that I don't
I
like
had
that.
all the old, like we had the old little box TV for the longest time. And then, yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, I still have those. I love
Oh, yeah. I want one for the basement. I got a thrift one.
Yeah, I thrift
Yeah.
one, marketplace, and then on the side of
Mhm.
the road, just be like, "Goddess, I really
Yeah.
want one,"
I
and you'll
see
be like,
stuff. That's where I've gotten a lot of my stuff is the side of the road. So I love the rich neighborhoods. I just drive through and I'm just like, oh, I'll take that. Thank you. Free.
"Me too. Me too."
Mhm.
It really is like I save so much money. Almost everything I own
Oh,
was free
mhm.
except the
Yep.
house. But
Yeah.
are
But,
you are you excited for the Practical Magic too, though?
oh yeah, I'm so excited about it because I love Sandra Bullock and Nicole Kidman. I grew up on it.
Me too.
So it's like when I was looking for houses, there was specific movies that I was like, I want my house like that. And it's the greenhouse kitchen. I've always wanted that, like practical magic room, you know what I mean? That
Yes,
was my favorite growing up. So I want some kind of kitchen like that in the basement vibe. So I'm gonna do something.
I'm excited. If you need any
Mhm.
tips, let me know because I
Oh
built those
yeah.
rooms, and I'm building one now. It's insane.
Oh, your kitchen looks amazing.
It's not even close to done.
I
Wait till
know, but it looks amazing. So
it's better.
please.
It's better. Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully I did make the call. I really hope you're not a far drive for me. And then Shelly's
No.
in Ohio, so we could all go. Monica.
Oh yeah. She's not far from me either.
Yeah. So I'm waiting for Melinda to call me back and let me know in a few months if she can secure more than just two spots. It's usually just
Mhm.
me and one like
No, for sure.
yes. So it's like, what about a whole coven? I
Yeah,
was like, come on. And I told her, I was like, I'll give you their pages too, because, they can share this. Because that's why they do it. So I promote it.
exactly, for sure.
But for me, it's just like a wonderful gift.
Oh yeah, of course. And I completely understand if not too. So I'm open and completely get it.
Remember the days in Texas driving?
Mhm.
It was always over an hour drive because
Yeah,
traffic. Ugh.
it's
Austin,
crazy.
Texas has bad traffic like Boston.
Yes, yeah. Texas is not my favorite. We drove all the way through to go to New Orleans and it was crazy. And I was like, okay, I know I don't want to live in Texas. It's not for me. So, mhm. Yep,
Same. I
yep.
even have EVPs of the city
Uh-huh.
that tells me like move out of Austin.
Yeah. And you're like, okay. You're like, say less. Working on it.
Yeah,
Like,
I needed some guidance.
yeah, that's so funny.
Yeah, yeah. Didn't move to New Orleans, moved here. Do you have any advice for anybody out there,
Um,
like
no,
that are
just be
going?
yourself. Just always just stick with your gut and be yourself. And if you think something's not right, then it's not. And that's
Right.
it.
Trust that intuition. And if you're being controlled as a minor in a religion, know that one day, trust us, one day you will be free of it.
And you get to make your own choices, and it's a lot better. So,
and you get to tell your story and expose them.
Yeah.
With blessed be and with love.